Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome in, Valentine. Welcome in, Zoom. Hey, Timmy. How you doing? Hopefully, Huckleberry and everybody's here. Yeah, come on. Where's Singularity? Come on, Sing. Come on, let's have one of those discussions. Oh, good in a rage. That's all cool. Holy shit, what happened? Hey, BG, what's happening? Haven't seen you in a while. Thought maybe those door to door guys got you. Come on in. Water's fine. Let's get this party started. Welcome to the game, everybody, otherwise known as Great American Experience. I'm the Wizard of Oz, and this is not my show. This is the people's show. The people who participate make the show. Let's get this party started. Come on, grab a link and come on up and talk. Yeah, I was talking to Carpenter and Aaron's chat earlier about Ranger and Princess. Ranger's starting to fill out. He's such a he's so good. Yeah, you know, I'm just saying that's been our premise from one. I'm playing you. It's my fault. This show sucked. That's what happened. I do my best to make it not suck. So. Okay, dear butts, you're fine. You're fine. Just enjoy with chat until you fall out. Okay, I'm good. But then you later grab a link, bud. Come on, let's play. Oh man, I hope news shows up. It's been 3 days, Sing. I've eaten another 3 pounds of green beans today. Again. So it looks like about 6 to 8 pounds of green beans every week out of off these plants. So I'm gonna have green beans coming out my ears. Raccoon Nation. Hey, what's up? Grab a link, bud. Grab a link. Come on up on screen. Start the conversation. I want to get into some deep history. What's up, me?
Hello.
How you doing?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just let the dogs in and it smelled like skunk.
All right. Managed to get the dogs in before it started raining. So, yeah, it worked out pretty good. Princess is all about good. Oh my gosh. Almost can't control herself. But yeah.
Yeah, if Thing's not going to come up here, I might as well.
So,
Yay, chicken.
so how big is Princess getting?
Well, she's just starting. Doesn't have a waist anymore. I'll say that. Yeah. Her breasts are getting bigger, and she's doing pretty good. I doubled up her eggs, so she's getting 6 eggs a day, and she gets 2 cups of milk and whatever raw foods I can get to her as well on top of her dog food. So she's doing well, doing good. Vitamins and protein and calcium. Oh yeah, doing really good. She's just so happy. It's just so cute. Come here, princess. Want some more fudge? Princess, want some fudge?
Hi, Kim.
Hello.
Princess, come here, baby girl. Hey, you want some fudge? See her fudge and she's here. You want some fudge? Yeah, hold on. I got to get the image on that.
I see TBD in there.
You want some fudge? Hey, princess. She's like, look at this girl. That's right. She's like, oh no, you got another piece over there. You're just doing little pieces. Just eating them. Yes, I enjoy girl. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They're so cute. Oh, there's Ranger. He's right here. He's like, oh, where's mine? Oh, I have to get a different one. I got this.
Ranger's head is bigger than your whole upper torso. Ranger's head is bigger than your upper torso.
Oh, shoot. It is Ranger.
That one was Princess. That one's Ranger.
Yeah, Ranger over here. Come here, boy. Yeah, that's good boy. This is Ranger. Breaking his like, he's like, Dad, I want my foot. Where's my foot? I'll be right back. You hear that, though?
What an attitude. I see TBD down in there in the chat. It says hi to Kim. Hey, Brian. Bella Blue.
Okay. Had to mute my mic. Oh, Chico, don't start it again. I'll put you back outside with that skunk. I just let him in the house and I smelled a skunk.
See this big old plate? This is the next one.
Yeah, that's the other peanut butter one.
Right. Yeah.
TBD, why don't you come up here? I haven't seen TBD up here in a while.
Gotta get it off my fingers. There you go. Oh, there you go.
Hey guys.
Hey, what's
How's
up, man?
everybody doing? No, same shit, different day.
He's still looking at his lips.
Tell you what, I don't know if it's a smoke or what it is, but man, it's tearing me up.
Holy.
The smoke over here has got me freaking tired and dizzy and everything. And my lungs
That's
hurt.
how
My lungs
it's
hurt, my sinuses, everything.
on fire. Yeah,
You know,
that's how it is here. Friggin' hot and cold and sweaty, and I don't know what it is. Kicking my butt though. I'm drinking orange juice like it's going out of style.
Well,
Look at
sounds
this
like
guy's head.
sounds like you got a cold, actually.
The colloidal silver, yeah.
So you got a cold, it sounds like.
Yeah. Yeah.
You-
Summer
Colloidal
flu. They come through here every so often. We'll hit a couple nights
Go to
that are
Amazon and order it on 2 days. You know what I'm saying, or something. It is a colloidal silver. They got it at Walgreens. They put it at Walmart. You just got to find it.
shit. I'll be at Walgreens tomorrow morning. Or
Yeah,
by
well,
there. I drive right by it.
go just look it up. Colloidal silver is what they call it. Colloidal.
Yeah.
I usually don't catch it, but I think with all the smoke and Bill, you know how it is. And these high elevations, you get some temperatures that drop way down sometimes at night out of the blue, and we get
Right.
summer flus around every so often. And I think
Yep.
the smoke made it to where I caught the darn thing.
Well, also, you have to remember that particles in the air will collect moisture. Moisture collects transmissibility. Okay?
Yeah.
Water droplets do create transmissibility. And the particles in the air from the smoke will collect moisture.
Oh, and
Okay?
this smoke is awful too. It is.
It's terrible.
Oh, it's just settling in and staying. I mean, we we had no sun yesterday, hardly. It was just a spot in the sky. It looked like we had cloud cover, but it was a smoke.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Welcome
And
in,
we
Bella
don't
Blue. Brian.
But have you been in front of the AC at all?
Oh yeah.
That's it. That's it right there. The AC will make you get a cold too. You probably got the air conditioner.
You know, that's the other thing. You can, there's an intake on that air conditioner, and you can spray that with the colloidal silver, and it'll stop bacterial growth inside your air conditioner.
Oh, nice.
Okay?
Nice.
Bacteria, viruses, and fungus cannot survive where silver is.
Nice.
Okay, so it is an antibacterial and an ultimate. It's not something that a virus or a bacteria can work around. Okay, it can't get immune to silver. Okay,
Right.
so it's going to kill bacteria, viral, and fungus. Manifestation.
Is it? I don't know how it even comes. Is it best to get it like a powder that you mix, or does it come in a liquid? Or
It's 30 parts per million in a liquid, purified water.
oh, right on.
Right, 30 per million is what you want. The lesser stuff is just that. It's just lesser. 3 eyedroppers in my mouth a week. An eyedropper up each nose and stuff it up into my sinuses at the same time. I swish it around. 3 eyedroppers in my mouth, swish it around in my teeth like a mouthwash, and then swallow the remaining. There won't be enough silver to mess up your lower GI tract. Okay? It is an antibiotic. It will.
Stop!
But it'll coat down to your stomach with just 3 eyedroppers in the mouth. It only gets down to the upper esophagus. It doesn't get down into your stomach and into your lower GI.
Right.
Okay, so you don't end up with diarrhea and stuff like that, but you get all the benefits. If you want to coat your lungs, you can do that too. You get one of those nebulizers. They got like the $15 nebulizers off of eBay or something.
Oh
And
yeah,
you
my
put a
niece has it.
teaspoon- Right, you put a teaspoon of the colloidal silver in there and breathe that in. Your lungs will be coated. You'll need to do it once a week.
I don't have a nebulizer, but I have a regular little spray bottle that I put the silver in, and
Yeah.
I just squirt a shot in there and inhale real quick, at the same time, and it gets down in my lungs.
Nice.
Well, okay.
Nice.
Okay. Do it through your
Just
nose,
got
and even better.
I do it that way too.
Yeah.
Nostril, spray
I've
it up.
actually seen people put colloidal silver in those Apron bottles. Yeah, like the nasal stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, that works.
Works great.
Kind of like a nasal mist.
Yeah, especially in your nose, because more germs collect in your nasal passages than they do in your actual lungs.
Right.
Because of your epiglottis. Your epiglottis is that flap that keeps food from getting inhaled into your lungs. When you're eating, your epiglottis blocks food and other stuff from getting into your lungs. So you could actually just put it in your nasal passages, because that's where the virus is going to try and hide before it gets into your lungs.
Right on.
That's what I think Wiz is trying to say.
I'll definitely try it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. Like I say, I'll go wipe my Walgreens tomorrow. So
I just do it kind of like, either I'll do the dropper down my nasal passages, or I'll spray it. But either way, it'll make you cough and choke a little bit and stuff. But it's better
that's
than
all good.
it. It's only a second. You'll probably. It's like snarfing Jello or something.
Be no different than now. When you talk and that burning sensation goes up through your sinuses. But
Well,
it's
yeah.
just, yeah.
And then when you spray it up your nasal passages, if you spray it, you want to kind of try to snarf it up into your sinuses.
Okay, I got you.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, the reason I use the eyedropper is because I snort it up in there. I tilt my head. If I'm doing this nostril over here, I'll tilt my head that way. I'll snort it up until it makes me cough. The reason I do that is because when you cough, it pushes it up into the ear canal. You won't have ear infections either.
And another thing too, I use that on my dog. I first used it on my dog when she got those big old snot boogers in her eyes, and I thought she was coming on with an eye infection. Right. I used it like an eyedropper in her eyes, cleared it up in one day.
Yep.
And
all right.
Then
another side benefit of putting it in your mouth, like the eyedropper thing, and switching it around, you won't have breath anymore.
Nice.
It kills all the bacteria.
Nice.
All the bacteria in your mouth. They become infections, bad breath, burn on your teeth, and the messed up gum infections. You won't have those anymore after a while.
Nice.
You could actually buy it on Amazon, and they'll probably deliver it in one day if you're an Amazon person.
Yeah, and you can get like half a gallon for like $30, $35. You only need eyedroppers at a time, but yeah.
You get that much, you could practically bathe in it.
I could probably get a lot. Yeah. I could probably get a lot cheaper on Amazon than Walgreens too. Walgreens has got some serious prices on some of their stuff. I went there because
they don't want people buying it.
Yeah, last Monday or Tuesday, I started feeling under the weather, and I got a bunch of stuff. I got the zinc, I got the C, I got the D, the different vitamins, a bunch of different extracts and stuff. I got like yucca, I got pine oil, I got different things that might do the trick, and everything. So,
but see, your sinuses aren't just up here.
Yeah, they go all the way
back
behind you,
backside of your eye socket.
Yeah,
they have passages from your cheek and back behind your eyes.
That's why my eyes are watering.
The sinuses are also connected to the ear canal as well.
Exactly. That's why I do the eyedropper in the nose and snort it up and tilt my head over. And I do that until it makes me cough. It takes two of them. What I've noticed is that if I do have a sinus infection, if I don't, it don't hurt at all. It feels like I'm putting water up there. But if I do have a sinus issue, it'll sting a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Putting, almost like you're putting alcohol on a wound. You know what I'm saying, kind of thing. But
right. Valentine says that she's using it for her cat's nose cancer too.
correct. So keep all the infection and all the stuff that caused the inflammation down as well.
Yep. The the orange juice. Yep, Zachary. I've drank probably 2 gallons of Simply Orange over the last couple of days. I've been sucked. Yeah, it hasn't been. I think most of us is darn smoke though. It's setting it in deeper.
My next question is, how much vitamin D are you getting?
I drink quite a bit of milk. Plus, I'm taking a tablet, a big tablet that's pure vitamin. It's got vitamin D and actually it's got B12 in it.
Oh. Yeah, a lot of people are. The only reason I ask is a lot of people are vitamin D deficient.
Right.
They're zinc. Everybody is zinc deficient apparently, and that's part
how
of
much you actually get out in the sun. If you get a tan, you got plenty of D.
I'm in the sun daily too, so I think that's what part of my problem is. I'm so used to being in the sun, and the sun's it's a healing source. And I think that since we've had this for like 3 or 4 days now, we've had this thick cover cloud of smoke. I don't think I've been getting the sun I need.
Right, that's true too.
And it looks like friggin' Armageddon. I mean, it's nasty. It's just like the sun's a brown dot in the sky.
I've never seen this.
Same.
Bad. I've never seen it this bad ever.
Yeah, keep us up to date, Valentine.
I haven't either, Bill. This is insane, and it's weird how it's collecting right over just a couple states here.
I didn't see it at all. Earlier today, I didn't see any sun at all. And then as it got further out in the west, I could see a little tiny orange ball. Yep. But the sun is almost gone. I mean, I'm serious.
Yep. I hear you. It's like it looks like Armageddon outside. I mean, it's nasty looking.
That's what I was saying the other day, and people thought I was kind of joking, and you're in a completely other state.
Yeah, it's like stretched across 2.5 states, isn't it? Just this big cloud of smoke because the jet stream's pushing it all. We're getting it from both sides, and the jet stream's pulling it over us.
And you're entirely on the other side of the Rockies from me.
Yeah. Right. It's settling in the lower areas a little bit. Well, in comparison to the Rockies, anyways. But yeah, it's friggin'. It's insane. Like, really,
I'm in a big valley, and I got up from one of my vantage points, and I couldn't see anything in the valley down below me. I can't see the mountains up above me, nothing.
Hey, tow truck. Oh, that's how I'll drive, and I won't even see the outline of my little town until I'm within a mile or two of it. And well, I mean, you could see somewhat of it, but not very long.
On top of that, we had 100 degrees today.
See, we've been lucky. We've only been hitting maybe the high 80s, getting up to maybe 90 at the most.
It just barely hit 100 today.
Nice. In my house right now, I've got it down to 58 degrees. I did it today. Started getting those friggin', I don't know, it's weird. You're like kind of sweaty and like hot, but you get chills. So I cranked the AC up to cool down. It feels pretty good.
That fever.
But yeah.
What's going on?
She's probably what's making you sick. It's blowing on you.
Yeah.
Don't let the AC blow directly on you.
Right.
You know? That'll cause you to get a chill.
True. And luckily, it comes through the floor floor vents, so it doesn't get too bad. But I do have my bed set over it, which is probably a bad idea. But I have one of those beds that sometimes it'll get really hot, so I set it over my AC vent so it stays cool.
Mark, what are you talking about? Which corner was flying too high to catch? What in the world are you talking about? But yeah,
are there any big fires burning there in Utah right now, Bill?
Yeah, we've got people around.
We've got a couple little ones, but even with our massive fires, when they were burning thousands of acres a couple of years ago, we didn't have this much smoke.
No. I was actually up at Yellowstone when it was burning and there wasn't this much smoke.
Yeah. Those fires must be way worse than they're talking about, because with this much smoke over this big of an area, that's not good. That must be a hell of fires.
Well, I think this is the one we're getting is the fire out by Colfax, California.
And see, we're getting some of it, that jet stream where it pushes down and it's kicking it back up in a loop. They said we're getting something from like a Minnesota fire or something. There's some fire in Minnesota or something like that, or somewhere around there. So we're kind of a catch-all right now.
No, this ain't a mashup, though, Chuck. It's whatever.
Weather was asking me how I'm doing. I'm doing okay tonight. Thanks. Thank you. How are you?
What's going on, Battery?
Hi, how's it going? I just
Hey,
finished fixing up some circuit boards. I'm placing.
Tow truck said it's British Columbia that's burning right now. Maybe that's what it is, pushing down from there.
That's possible. That could be affecting us too.
Because we've never really had any bad ones north of us.
How about over there, Battery? How's Portland? You guys getting smoke or fires?
I don't know if you can see these.
They didn't hear me?
See the little wires?
Yeah, Battery. Asking you, was there any fires and smoke in Portland or in Oregon right there?
What's that?
Are there any fires or smoke from the fires?
Yeah, there's fires, but the rain yesterday kind of cleared out some of the smoke. Didn't stop the fires.
So it's everywhere.
We had less than an inch, but it was enough to end the number of days without rain.
Yikes,
it was more than a trace amount.
I wish we would get some rain. We were supposed to today, but they said something with the smoke is causing it to not set down.
Yeah, we were supposed to get rain today. We didn't get any.
Yeah. Apparently
this stayed in the 70s, which was nice.
Apparently the smoke can change weather patterns too. Had no idea it could do that, but it gets so thick.
Yep.
Well, yeah. The more the smoke blocks out the sun, it will cool off.
Dang. Brian said British Columbia had 300 fires 2 weeks ago and down to 2.
36 gauge wire.
It's still hotter than the firecracker here, and we've got plenty of smoke, so I don't know if it's actually working over here.
From the fires, probably. He says the fires actually make their own environment.
Yeah.
And that heat.
Another charger.
Heat can really cause a bubble on of high pressure. And when it puts out all the low pressure, which is where you get the rain from.
Just the several days with no sun because of the smoke, my like my blueberry bushes, my grapevines and stuff are all trooping down.
Okay.
Haven't been getting. Yeah, we're getting all your guys' smoke.
Better you
Oh.
than me.
I'll trade you back. Definitely trade you back.
Yeah, I gotta get another charger on.
Did Bill leave? Bill must be having internet problems.
I'll be back.
Okay, this is another charger.
Good news is I'm smoking a lot less right now.
Right.
Yeah,
The
good time to
environment
quit.
is smoking for you. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You're smoking wood and brush instead of cigarettes.
Yeah, smoking the all natural stuff, I guess, huh? After it floats
Costco
around in the air.
came back. Went to Costco and came back with a case of Corona.
There he is. Hold on.
Oh, welcome back, Bill.
Yeah, phone call cut me off.
Mine does that too. I might order that off of Amazon because if I walk into because it's a bigger town and some of those people are uptight about coughing. If I walk into Walgreens and cough, they'll all be thinking I got the plague. People are.
Get it on Amazon. Get it the next day.
Yeah.
I just went to
No.
Costco, filled up my cart.
But it'll tell you same day delivery on Amazon.
Right.
If it qualifies for that, it'll tell you that. Or next day delivery, something like that.
Nice.
Maybe I don't agree with Amazon politically and for a lot of other reasons, but man, their customer service is top notch.
Yeah, it is.
It is, and they're quick. You can't beat it. You really can't. Just because it comes to your front door, everything you get, you don't have to drive an hour to get it or whatever.
Yep.
And they're actually. Oh, sorry.
We have a brand new distribution center that just got built, and they're hiring for it right here in my area.
Yeah, I think they pay fairly good too, like $20 an hour or something, don't they?
I don't know.
I'm on the train. All hail tripod.
I might log off for a few minutes. I'm gonna grab a washcloth, and I'll be back here in a few.
Okay, Sing.
It's probably a combination of him being in the air conditioning and the smoke. It's probably a combination of both.
Yeah, as long as they're trying to clean themselves, that's what it is. Lots of fluids. Lots.
I'll tell you, I've been feeling like really terrible with this smoke. It's had me lightheaded, tired, just nauseated. Just the same symptoms as smoke inhalation, basically.
Doing well, Patriot. See you later, tow truck. But Yeah, no shit. Hey, Kimmy, have you got clear skies there?
There we go. I'm downloading another video.
Well, that's why you look like a statue right there.
Yeah, your image is frozen. Yeah, we got clear skies here for the most part. I don't have any obstructions here. Occasionally we'll see lines in the sky, but it's like too on north. It's basically meant for the same road. There it is, most likely.
But everybody else is saying they're having the same reaction to this smoke: dizzy, lightheaded, nauseated, tired, just kind of like you're oxygen deprived, you know?
Right. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. That shit gets in your lungs and blocks up your alveoli. Battery, what are you doing?
I'm trying to situate the phone.
That's making a hell of a noise.
Really?
Yeah.
It's silent
Yeah.
here.
It's loud here.
So I can go back to YouTube and check the download.
I bet I'd feel better if I had an oxygen tank and a freaking nasal cannula. 4 liters of oxygen.
Get a nebulizer and put some of that water, breathe in, moisturize your lungs, and you'll be able to cough that shit out.
Oh, there's a mad scientist laboratory.
Yeah, I've been drinking water.
Yeah, I drink it by the gallon too.
I should.
Straight out the well.
I
And I
rarely
can't
drink water. I need to drink water more.
right now. I can't even think about drinking alcohol with this nausea from the smoke. I'd be puking my guts out.
I was the same way. Smoke
Right,
hasn't
and you
been
would
that
have
bad.
diarrhea for a week.
I have that anyway.
Oh, what? I just eat too much raw food. You know what I'm saying? Chicken, beef, stuff like that. But vegetables straight out the garden. I've been making stir fried dinners, cucumbers, zucchini, green beans, and onions, and tomatoes.
I did stir fry. I've been doing stir fry every day.
Really?
Oh yeah.
No, I pulled off another 3 pounds of green beans. I picked them 3 days ago and got about 3 or 4 pounds. Over 3 pounds a day. 3 days later, I had to pick them again, and then another 3+ pounds of green beans.
I made a trip to the Korean market.
Yeah.
And got some mung beans, and I've been doing my own bean sprouts, and that's been going in my stir fry. Yeah, I picked up shiitake. I went over there and picked up shiitake mushrooms, and mung beans and some other stuff like that. That's what I've been using in my stir fry. I've been eating shiitakes like every day.
Nice. No, really. Yeah, they're not bad. They're good, actually. They are, borderline toxic. You know that, right? Yeah.
What? What's that?
They don't have a toxic amount of what's in them, but can become toxic if you eat too many.
Oh,
I mean, a lot. You have to eat a lot, but I'm just saying, beware.
no, I just kind of mix a few in there. I mean, they're dried shiitakes, and I just mix a few in there. I've been marinating them also. I marinate.
Right. Well, they're also a pretty honey, a really strong flavor to them too.
Well, they've got vitamin D, vitamin D2, and then they got lots of B vitamins that are supposed to help you get energy. And they've also got attributes that's supposed to help you fight cancer and stuff like that.
I can't have B12.
What?
Why is
You
that?
have to have B12.
Nope. It raises my carotene levels too high.
Vitamin A, beta carotene.
It could cause my liver to shut down.
Oh wow!
Okay.
Damn.
Look at this.
But beer won't make your liver shut down. Okay.
But I don't drink a whole lot.
Pretty sure you didn't plant carrots.
No, not carotene, keratin.
Yeah.
The thing says he's got carrots in his garden. He's pretty sure he didn't plant carrots.
No. Okay, I got ketone levels get too high.
Yeah, and bile and all that stuff.
It turns out B12 is not as good for you as some people were claiming.
Oh. I get a lot of it.
Body produces it. So,
yep.
My doctor
when you
said
get older, it slows down. When you get older, or you have problems with your pituitary, it'll cause your body stops producing.
Whole lot of stuff stops producing.
Yeah, things stop working when you get old.
Yeah, you get older and it all shuts down battery.
Every time I see my doctor, they check for my keratin levels or ketone levels, and he always asks if I get any B12.
Yeah.
I don't go to doctors, so I don't know. I gave up on going to doctors a long time ago.
B vitamins are good, just not
B12. I got watermelons in my garden, and I didn't plant any watermelons. But I got watermelons.
I did. Mine did not.
Mine
did not grow very well.
Sugar babies,
I had no watermelon.
Summers, and Jubilees.
That's why you're not supposed to swallow watermelon seeds.
They'll grow inside you.
Whatever. But I did feed them to the rabbits, so we used rabbit manure afterwards.
The seeds are designed for you to shit them out.
Well, we fed them to the rabbits. The rabbits we used the rabbit manure in the garden, so it's very likely.
And when
I planted watermelons in the same place I did last year, and they're just now putting on flowers. So my chances of getting any watermelon from it, slim to none.
I got some baby jalapenos coming out.
Oh,
and they even have little flowers. Jalapenos. They're lovely to smoke.
Got jalapenos coming in by the bowl full, man.
Yeah.
The jalapenos are coming in hard time.
Yesterday.
Times and the jalapenos are coming in, and the habaneros are starting to really pick up. So
my ghost peppers are starting, but my Tabasco is loaded.
Now my green peppers are getting started. They're finally starting to bloom. Stuff like green peppers, the sweet peppers, should be good. But I'm really waiting for them to come in because I love.
You
My own Louisiana hot sauce.
You hickory smoke those jalapenos after they turn red, and put them on the grill or whatever, and hickory smoke them. Now you have chipotle. That's how you make chipotle pepper.
It makes it sweet too. There is a
I
chipotle
remember
pepper.
that.
Yeah, take that chipotle and put it in a blender. Throw some mayo in there and maybe some oil.
Make some chipotle like, because there is chipotle peppers.
No, they're jalapeno, from what I understand.
I actually seen seeds.
There's no species for chipotle. I don't think. I think it's red jalapenos. I might be wrong. You might be right.
Okay.
I've been wrong before. I read it. I read it somewhere. All you got to do is wait for them to turn red, and then you roast them. You kind of smoke them, because that was what chipotle is supposed to be, is smoked.
Welcome in, Carpenter Patriot and T.S. Classy. Welcome in.
That's why chipotle is so good. It's got a smoky flavor. And then in the neighborhoods around, we get these a lot of Mexican guys will pull into a neighborhood, and they'll break out a big giant grill. Well, it's not a grill. It's like a big cylindrical wheel that's a cage, and they throw all these chilies in the cage.
There we go.
And they roast it over a fire. And they sell fire roasted chilies, and they are freaking the bomb, man.
Oh, really? Wow.
Oh, I'm telling you.
It's time consuming.
That sounds great, though.
Yeah. Yeah, they it's just kind of like and there's a crank on the side of the wheel, the guys that are kind of a little more low budget. Some of them will have a rotisserie motor, and the other ones they just kind of hand crank them because they like to let it sit for a bit at times,
Right,
and
so it gets toasted, right.
It's all fire roasted chilies, and they're the big green ones. They'll do Anaheims, Pasillas,
right.
Guajillas.
Anaheims, they're just a red pepper, right?
No, green.
They're a green pepper.
A large green pepper.
All this fire talk. Fire in the bowl.
The bowl.
But you got all the hickory in the world over there, man. You could be roasting the heck out of them.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, once the nuts start falling, you gotta wear shoes, otherwise you cut your feet on the nut shells.
Yeah.
And that's when it's time to hunt squirrels, because all the squirrels come out for the damn nut.
And that's what you do for about 20 squirrels. You put them in the big roaster cage, and you fire roast them. Fire roast all the damn squirrels.
Yep.
Just like
I'm gonna hickory smoke squirrels this year.
I would.
Damn straight.
Marinate them first.
But I tell you what, if you would have tasted that pork loin we did with, tell them, oh my God, you ever tasted something that good, Kim? Kimmy,
what? You
that pork loin we smoked?
Oh God, yes.
Was that incredible or what?
Yes.
Oh my God, we smoked it for like 12 hours. Oh my God, the thing, it was just it's not looking black like it was burnt, but no, the thing was just absolutely. Oh my God, I've never tasted so potent, so good as that hickory smoke that we did on that thing. It was incredible.
And it just kind of fell apart. You didn't really have to cut it.
Have you got apple wood there?
We used hickory shells, hickory nut shells.
Oh, okay.
We used hickory nut shells, and that stuff. Oh my God, it was so good. It's incredible. I've never tasted hickory smoke. It was good.
Yeah, Apex done a real good job.
Right. Well, we had apples in the water underneath the meat.
Yeah.
And then we
Finished it.
we put the hickory shells with the and with oh, you talk about good. Oh my God, that was incredible.
Have you ever tried smoked tomatoes? Smoked dried tomatoes?
No,
No.
They are good. They are way good.
Ah,
I'm a hickory smoke me some squirrel. Guarantee you that.
Yeah. Anyway, anything that you smoke, I don't care if it's veggies or what. It's just a form of food preservation. That's all it is. But it sure
Right.
tastes good.
Oh yeah.
You can't ruin anything by smoking it. I mean, you could probably do smoked apricots, and they'd probably be awesome.
Right.
darn.
TX Classy. I've always wanted to do an apple and cherry wood combination for to see how it would come out. But see, I'm all enamored with this hickory thing, especially since we've got acres of the hickory shells. We've got acres of this shit. We fill
Texas
up.
Classy. I can't believe you're using oak and pecan when you've got all that mesquite down there in Texas.
And this one is. Oh yeah, mesquite.
I love to smoke stuff in mesquite. Of course, I'm partial to it.
Oh, let me mute this.
All right, well, we were using hickory wood, throwing the nuts in there with it. So yeah.
I have never even seen a hickory tree.
Oh, I could tell you a bunch of them if you came out this way.
I've never even seen one. I've never, another thing, I don't know if Carpenter's listening, but I've never in my life ever eaten duck or pheasant.
Oh, really?
No, never have.
I've had both of those. This is just like a little chicken. It's just a miniature chicken.
I've eaten quail.
It's kind of like quail, a little bigger, but it's just like a little chicken. What's up, Zoom?
Dogs are alerting.
I'm not paying attention to chat, so if somebody says something to me, please tell me.
Well, the weather was supposed to be storming by now, but not. No. Hold on a second. Let me check the radar real quick.
Let's see what it is.
But I had this battery finished, but 4 cells were below the voltage. So
I let my dogs out the door and they're like a tornado.
Now it's all working its way around us. Might have something about 2:00 in the morning, but figures on here are very wrong a lot.
Huh.
the solder. Here, who wants to touch it?
My dogs alert me and I turn them loose.
Yeah.
And they'll do patrols around the yard. And they'll do 1 or 2 patrols, and then they want to come back inside. Good dogs.
They know that this is their time to run until midnight, and then they come inside. They're ready to come inside. They're just waiting for me to call
Yeah.
them. But yeah.
Yeah, actually, those Anatolians in their natural job, their job description for that breed, that's
Yeah.
what they do. That's what they do is they're pretty much nocturnal.
They sleep all night.
Yeah, but I'm saying when they're out with the herds like they were bred for, that's what they do. They stay out all night watching for wolves.
Right. Yeah, Rangers finally starting to fill him out. I'm saying he's really starting to beef up. Carpenter Patriot, you still in there?
No wolves here.
Yeah.
In preserves.
Well, you know where Anatolia is, don't you?
No.
Turkey.
It's in Turkey. They're a Turkish herd protection dog to protect the herds from they have jackals, they have wild dogs there, they've got wolves, all kinds of stuff.
Why would they
the bull?
Why would they use wolves to protect the livestock?
They're not using wolves to protect them. They use the Anatolia shepherds to protect the sheep from the wolves.
They're wolf killers. They're wolf killers.
You don't even get near the herd, or those shepherds will come out and they will hold you at bay until you leave. Otherwise, if you get too close, they will attack. Yeah. They're very, very protective.
I had to start training rangers not to chase the cars out on the road. Getting really close to just grabbing one and taking it back. You're gonna get hurt. And so I've been training them not to chase the cars.
He thinks that's
4-wheelers, like
20%.
He's trying to make a point. Ranger is.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, he made his point. He's got everybody freaking out about how close he gets to the cars and stuff like that.
I'm at light.
Oh, I did something. So I put the training collar back on him, and he's been responding really well. I haven't had to stab him or nothing, but he does respond. And all I got to do is the audible, and he's right back up in the yard immediately. Realizes, I'm do this.
My ex's father-in-law had this dog. His name was Brownie. He kind of looked like Old Yeller, and he used to chase cars. He had this little habit. And one day he decided, well, he was running alongside a tractor that with discs, and he got plowed into the freaking ground and lost the use of one of his legs. So he became a 3-legged dog, and he still commenced to chasing cars.
Yeah,
he never
still
learned
get around. They're still gonna do it.
Old habits hard to break.
Yep.
No, Ranger and Princess, they run this property. This is their home. They protect it like that. Especially now the Princess is pregnant. Ranger's coming of age very nicely. You know what I'm saying? And her being pregnant and everything, the mode's going on between those two. And it's really Pretty cool. It's gonna be awesome. What the hell is that? Yes, Apex Princesses. Yes, he is. Yeah. That would be Wild Bill. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy about that. She's going to be having birth around within a month. So I got to go river. There's places I know where there's a bunch of gravel, river gravel, and I got to coach under the fort with. Yeah, I got to gravel under the fort with that river gravel, so it's nice, comfortable, round rock. Yeah. You'll have a nice place, and we can train the puppies in there and protect them at the same time. Yeah. Oh yeah, you know it.
Good.
So yeah.
Oh, I heard something funny today about the women's soccer team at the Olympics.
Okay.
Apparently, Subway is a sponsor of Megan Rapinoe. And people have been leaving notes on the door of many Subway franchises across the country telling them to fire that guy, Megan Rapinoe. Or they're not going to eat there anymore. They're asking corporate not to sponsor her. Give them our own backlash.
Yeah, I don't even watch Fox no more. Except for Tucker Carlson, none of them were talking, looking at, watching nothing. I don't even watch Fox no more.
I haven't watched Fox in probably 7 years. I haven't watched. There's a news channel that's a Fox affiliate that I listen to on the radio, but only certain things I listen to. You know, when I'm busy working.
Right.
There's not much else. It's either that or some scummy freaking hip hop channel or something.
Oh really?
Yeah. Yeah, there's not much for choices there. They made sure they made it that way, you know.
Yeah.
What would you say if my news source was the Young Turks?
I'm gonna do like Don T. I'm gonna go back and start up a different email account that I can attach to YouTube, and that way I can go into Young Turks and some of these others to gather intel.
I already can.
Young Turks, you can I do that anyway, but I mean sub to them and make my channel look like a liberal channel.
I ain't got time for that shit.
Oh, excuse me.
Well, if I had
I really,
time,
I
I
don't
probably
have
would
time
have
for
done
that
it.
kind of shit. I don't have time to waste on fast.
Yeah, I hear you.
I wouldn't be able to do that.
My time
I
is
can't
so
act.
much more important than trying to make somebody else look bad.
You can actually go on Young Turks and know everything there is to know what the liberals are thinking and doing. All the communists. You'll get all their battle plans. Everything's on Young Turks.
Well, I've come to the
Not,
conclusion that if
not all
you look at
liberals are on board.
situation, and you see what's good, what's bad, know who's going to promote the. You know who's going to promote the good.
Yeah. I just can't stand Chunk Booger.
Ugh.
Chunk Booger.
I don't know why, but Wizard, I can't understand.
That chunk yogurt.
Yeah, Yogurt Gargler.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit and always has been. He's a whore.
I can't stand his self-hating partner.
Yeah, right.
His ancestors massacred her ancestors.
Exactly. Armenians. The Turks massacred the Armenians.
Yeah.
Genocided them.
Yeah, he's Turkish. She's Armenian.
Exactly.
Makes no sense.
Nope.
That's like a liberal Jew, self-hating Jew.
Well, I got so much better things to go with bullshit.
Yeah, you know what? They'll criticize you if you're positive or if you're pessimistic. It doesn't matter. There's always a fucking critic. There's always somebody there who's going to criticize everything you say and put everything you say under a microscope.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then run you around in a circular argument to
Yeah.
defend their evil.
what they said about Ben Carson, flat out racist.
Yeah. Yeah, they could do that. They can do that. And do it with impunity.
I used to be a subscriber of their channel because they were against Trump. So was I.
I was never against Trump. I was for him ever since day one.
I didn't like him, but I grew to like him later.
Yeah, they don't like that I'm an American Indian. They can't use that white man shit on me.
Me neither. I don't consider myself a member of the white race. I'm a member of the human race.
Yep, I consider you the human race. I don't care what your skin color is.
I throw them off guard because I come back and I say, yeah, I am a racist. You know what I'm saying? One race on the planet. I'm a racist. I'm a human racist. If you're not human, I make it funny. And well, if you're not human, we got problems. And I'm going to try and kill you.
What if we have aliens show up?
I'm probably going to try and kill them and eat them. They taste good. I'm not kidding. Probably the way it works.
Aliens for you.
That's life. That's life law. That's life law. That's natural law. I'm a firm believer in natural law.
Yep.
And I am a racist. I'm a human racist. I mean, I don't care what color you are, where you come from, where you've been born, and what you're mixed with, or how you've been raised. You're all right in my book. We can work out everything else. But if you're not
Natural law
human,
can't.
right? You're not human. I'm probably going to try and kill you. Most likely.
Yeah, and there are some human-looking people around walking amongst us, and they ain't human.
Well, that's true too.
Can't judge a
It
book
does
by
become
its
evident
cover.
with close contact. It does become evident though with close contact.
Confucius say you can't judge a book by its cover, right?
That's right. One of the most important books in the Masons, called the Insurance Manual. It is not printed. It is on an old-fashioned typewriter. These copies were made by secretaries one at a time. I just happen to have one.
I will not be part of the fuckery.
Exactly. I started reading it. I started reading that book. Then I realized what I was reading, and I don't want that in my head.
Well, Bills, you sounded like Anunnaki there for a second.
No
That's
fuckery.
right.
No fuckery.
Human fuckery.
Motherfuckers. Fuckery.
That's a pretty good Anunnaki impression.
Books for you.
His Turkish is a lot better than mine.
Of course.
I never get a chance to speak it anymore.
Kim Clement had they put out a video on a prophecy he had about how the shit's going to hit the fan in 27.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm familiar with that.
Yeah.
I keep telling you guys, it's all just entertainment, man. This is, bullets and stuff that can hurt you. You know, diseases and stuff like that. That's going to kill a lot of people. It's all distraction on the purposes of you guys distracted from what's really getting ready to happen to this planet.
Yep.
That's all this is. I don't do my preps because of all this fucking government bullshit and all the fucking political crap. I'm doing because I need to know this information so I can do this again. We're going to have to build this again after the shit that's going to happen to this planet. Okay?
I went to Costco, spent $300 at Costco.
There ain't going to be a Costco. It's going to be nothing.
And that place was like a super spreader event.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? I mean, what the fuck?
Well, you know what? You know what? Don't buy their shit, Battery. Just don't buy their shit. You're feeding the beast.
No, wait. It wasn't Costco did anything wrong there. There was a lot of people there. It was like a super spreader event. I'm making a joke.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, we're kind of on this kick. We don't want to be feeding the beast. That's all.
Right. Refuse to comply. Buy their shit. Don't attend their events. Don't listen to their.
That's why
don't follow their directives.
That's why you're growing food and stuff, so that you eat the food that you grow.
Right. I need to understand how to make soil. I need to understand how to raise animals and how to caretake them. I need to know how to build facilities and make it that protect things.
I need some skills on how to make my plants a little more drought resistant.
Oh. Yeah, you're in a drought too, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Not just the drought, though, guys. telling you, it's the sun. I've got problems with that ain't supposed to be having problems. If I
Now,
take them out of the sun, I put them in a more shaded area, like under a tree or on the side of the house. They don't hit yellow anymore.
There's a guy who does a bunch of videos. He's got shade trees in his garden.
Yeah. Half of my garden's shaded. It's growing like easy. The part in the shade. The sun is killing off it killed off the onions early. Corn is already starting to die, and it just started out. It's
I didn't get
and I've
along.
got plenty of water going in there, and they're still having problems. It's all about this damn sun. What's going on with the sun?
the sun's messed up. Yep.
Yes, it's messed up, and I'm telling you what, there's a
Something-
radiation coming off of that sun that is not what we're used to.
It's not normal.
My corn and beans seem to love it.
Well, the plants ain't loving it. That
My
was.
tomatoes and something. I forgot to pull my beets and pick my beans today.
I pick beans. I pick beans twice a week now. I get about 3 to 4 pounds every time.
My
I just
kohlrabi,
noticed them. I just noticed them a couple days ago.
What were you saying, Bill?
my kohlrabi is just bolted. I mean, it is doing awesome. Actually, all my plants are doing a little better since the smoke.
Well, you're getting filtered radiation.
Some.
Yeah. They like that. They like that carbon too. That's in
Yep.
the soot from the smoke. They love it.
Everything on Earth is carbon based.
Right. That reminds me, I need to take some ashes out of the pit.
You put
Oh,
ash.
yeah. Oh, yeah. And on plant. Yeah. I got a good sulfur of fire from the 4th of July when we burned all the boxes and all the trash from the fireworks. Well, we also were burning hardwood in the fire. It's got all that
Ash
extra sulfur. It's got all that sulfur in it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sulfur's good for the garden.
Yeah, buddy.
Yep, and they act like it was terrible and took it out of our diesel fuel. Remember that?
Right. But what I'm doing is I'm going to burn another fire in it.
Forest.
I'm going to burn another fire and then ashes once. Put them on my
Around
plants
Mammoth.
and put them in the garden.
Well,
the forest
there's
around
no-
Mammoth Mountain is dying because of the sulfur.
Yeah.
There's no time that I could ever remember that cars could put out as much smog as what I'm seeing from this smoke coming over.
Right.
I mean, all the cars in the world aren't making as much smoke as this one fire's doing up near Colfax, California. So you want to talk about carbon emissions? We're getting it right now, and it's coming from forest fires.
We have one big fire and a bunch of small ones.
And there's no way the cars put this much carbon in the atmosphere. Everything they're saying about carbon emissions is a flat out lie.
Well, cars are running
Right,
cleaner.
Holden. Exactly, Holden. Holden's got the right idea. Ben Frank, welcome in, my brother. Had a decent rain this year. Still had water. The plant's doing well. Dude,
Yeah,
got another 8 pounds of cover.
I wouldn't doubt it if Gavin Newsom is behind these fires.
Well, no, he's not necessarily. It's his party. It's the Antifa people going around setting.
I know it. Power company was involved in it last year.
Yeah, but
Where you see the power company trucks, fire breaks out.
Gavin Newsom and Ted Wheeler, they're all Antifa.
Yep.
Yeah,
Antifa would claim they're not, that he's not, but
No, they all are.
Well,
If you-
hey, well, all you people living in fucking cities, 5 or 6 milk cans and stick them full of water and throw them in the bottom of a closet. At least get 5 or 6 gallons of water just stuck away somewhere.
I do.
Hey, Ben Frank. Good
I
to
got
see
10
you.
gallons.
Ben Frank's in
Plus,
the chat.
I have 100 gallons outside.
And Frank OG, my buddy out on the East Coast. Crazy.
What?
Who knew they had trees in Jersey?
Oh, I
I
got
thought they got them all down. Driven through there and in the field.
So what if the East Coast went into a drought? What if it all got switched around and we got all the rain and the East Coast got all the drought?
be a mess.
It'd be a mess, yeah.
It could happen.
Could happen. It's happened before. It'll happen again.
It's
Well,
happened
just
before.
imagine this. Everything within 100 miles of that is going to get washed off the planet, the ocean. The waves that are coming in, even from the cataclysmic
Hey,
move. What's up, Apex?
Major Tom checking
Every-
in.
Yeah, everything within 100 miles of the coast is going to be washed off of the surface. Yeah.
Hi, Apex.
How's it going, Kimmy?
Okay.
By the way, before any jokes get made, no, this is not a cup full of human pee. It's mead inside of a French press with ice.
French press mead.
Ice. Mead with ice? What the hell are you doing?
I like my mead super, super cold. So I
Okay.
stir it around inside of a French press. I just didn't filter it off this time.
How long did it take you to make that?
About 3 weeks.
You'll have to give me the
I like basically the process that I do it. The fermentation takes like damn near like half as much time. I do mine inside of a cooler. No water or ice, obviously, but it's a dark space, and I'll leave that out in the sunlight, so that causes things to heat up inside, and it's still dark.
Right.
So I'm just basically.
Isn't
What's
that
up?
just a little less? That's just a little less alcohol than brandy, right?
No, this is like a really strong wine if you want to say anything about it.
Yeah.
But this right here is the product of 2 Fuji apples, about a half a cup of cinnamon, 3 pounds of honey, and a gallon of water. It's apple cinnamon honey mead.
Nice. Holden,
Mhm.
I want to address Holden real quick. There are places to go. The Ozarks in southern Missouri, northern Arkansas. That's a safe place to be. Up on
What's
the
up,
Ozark
Ben
Plateau.
Frank?
Also, where Clarity is, up by the mountains up there in the northwest. As long as you don't go too far north, you're safe. You get up next to the mountains up there in northern Colorado, in that area, northwestern Colorado, you're safe. But yeah, there are a few safe places to go. Yeah, you gotta get there before the shit happens, because let me tell you something. Once the shit starts happening, you can say goodbye to every bridge between you and where you want them. That's no shit. You're gonna say goodbye to anything west of the Mississippi. You can't get there. You can't get there from the East Coast. You can't get there from Kentucky. You're gonna have mountain ranges open up into a sea. Illinois, mostly gone.
Yeah. The way I
Mississippi,
figured,
Louisiana,
most of Indiana, the northern half at least, is going to be gone.
right. And that'll extend all the way up to Wyoming. Iowa will be off. Iowa will be gone. We won't have the Great Lakes anymore. We'll have a great inland sea. That's all going to subside.
And I think the video came okay.
Yeah, I got you, bro. I get you. Get it. But, can't change. You know what I'm saying? I can't, understand what you're saying and that you dug in where you are and everything else. You just have to be aware.
Right.
You have to be aware. That's what the deal is. You make your decisions based on what you got to deal with, at that point. But let you know what I found out and I believe to be the truth about what's coming. One of them.
Yeah, I think they're all trying to hide their crimes. It's all a big smoke screen.
I think so too, Holden. I think so too.
I made that today on the Rosin Press.
They don't have the people to enforce their bullshit. The people that can enforce it on the whole population, 370 million people, they don't have the numbers. They don't
So
have
they
the numbers to enforce it.
So they try to kill us so that they could control us easier.
Right. It's all mind game, dude. It's all mind fuck.
They want us to
That's
kill
all.
each other.
It's a mind killer. Instill fear. Fear is the mind killer.
Well, the thing is, Ben Frank, what if they put up blockades and say you can't leave New Jersey, and they give you that stay in place
That would be
order?
some shit right there.
Yeah, that's
that's right. Like, didn't New York do that during the first lockdown, where any non-native state, resident was told to was either arrested, fined, or sent back to their own state?
Yep.
Or was that
in New York? Yeah.
was that New York?
I think it was. I think it was a shelter in place order.
See, it's little things like that. A lot of people just don't remember. But oh no, glass
All
on the
you
ground.
do is gotta look. All you do is gotta look at history. You said,
and that's
the
not
people
even
that says that they can't do this. Look at the Indians. We put them on little tribe places. And that's because we agree, or our ancestors agreed and followed with the rest. You get enough people following and they'll believe anything. And that's what the past has taught us. As soon as we let our guards down and forget about God, it hits us and they take over. So the only thing we can do is keep praying and keeping our trust in God and keep believing in God and keep asking for God's help every day.
You know what,
That's the only way to beat this.
I heard this saying that every generation is one generation away from slavery.
I can see that. I can actually
let me say this. Let me say this. This cataclysmic event, there will be no government. This happens, it'll destroy all infrastructure. It'll destroy bridges, roads, Your ability to travel has all of a sudden become possible. Not because it's some kind of restriction, but because just physical terrain is not going to allow you to cross a river or a lake.
Well, I mean, there's still air flight.
Yes.
Well, you got to build that too. Yeah.
Hey guys, guess what? Apex is eating healthy. Oh wait, that looks like a soup of bullshit, doesn't it? I forgot my green screen is on. Green salad does not look good on a green screen.
I was like, what the hell?
It's technically a Caesar salad.
Yeah.
It's my squeezer salad.
Oh, cotton candy.
God candy.
Yeah, my daughter just asked me if I wanted some cotton candy.
That sounds good.
Well, I have a bonus because they've been working at the carnival.
I thought you were going to say something else that started with go. I have a bone. Yeah.
You're a sick man.
Wait a
You're a
minute.
sick man.
Parts.
You're a sick man, Apex.
I'm
Squeeze
sorry.
his titty. Yeah. Fire in the bowl.
Zoom can answer a series
I
of
can do
questions
that.
we haven't been able to answer.
Fire in the bowl.
I gotta find my bowl first.
Brought to you by Sussex Gravy Biscuit Farms.
.com.
Zoom,
For all
there's
your
always
CDs.
been dead and dying trees in Yellowstone because of the sulfur emissions from the water.
Beep, beep, beep. What?
Always happens.
I'm sorry. Sulfur emissions. I heard.
I'll show you my new toys here in a minute.
What?
But yeah,
Zoom
quickly
is
coming to
saying
the realization.
trees.
Quickly coming to the realization. I'm quickly coming to the realization I'm going to need a greenhouse to grow my own food.
Yeah.
No, you can't
Most
have no
likely.
cotton candy.
You gotta have that stuff going year round for sure.
Well, not just that. We can't be in direct sunlight.
Oh, there's that too. Yeah.
That's what's why
Now,
my onions are dying early. Everything's going crazy. You know,
that's not good.
got plenty of water.
About a volcano.
Visqueen and wood.
I would have thought that area would have been like ideal for a garden.
It is. It is. Everything grows here. Yeah. Now I still got work to do on the soil and stuff like that with remediation with the animal waste and stuff like that and sulfur content, yada yada. I'm telling you what.
Soil is poop though.
Yeah. I'm telling you what, the sun is not like it was last year. My garden was crazy last year and my soil wasn't as good as it is now. And
Hey, give me 2 seconds. I gotta put my hair back.
Soil's pretty good, but my plants are still dying.
yeah, exactly. You're gonna have to have plastic covering. In other words, you're gonna have to have white plastic of top on your greenhouse. You could easily frame in your backyard with enough of a plastic roof. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt I haven't thought about that. But
You could easily do that.
Then there's that sunscreen stuff you can get. The black
Sunscreen.
mesh. The black mesh that you can buy that helps to give your plants a filtered shade.
I have some of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can put that up on top of some of it, and you can the white plastic up, the diffuser plastic on top of that, above that. Or,
The wind
No.
keeps blowing around.
No, just put the black stuff, that filter shade, in the summer, and then take it off in the winter, so you get a lot of sun in there in the wintertime. And that way, you just shit. If the sun gets too hot, you just put that black stuff on there.
I used it last year, and I come home and my plants are laying on the ground. It kept knocking them over. No, it's the wind. The wind kept blowing the tarp around.
Oh.
Well, do a better job of framing it, bud.
Yeah, I need a better frame.
Yeah, pallets.
Corner braces on your framework.
I think I just found
45 on all your corners.
I think I just found another stash of the long pallets that have the 16-foot 4x4s.
Huh?
You didn't hear me, or
no?
What?
I was telling Wizard. I said I found another stash of pallets that has the 16-foot long 4x4.
Oh, badass!
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna ask them permission, but they've got them put out like they want people to take them. So I'm gonna go up and ask tomorrow when they open up. That.
Tomorrow.
Hey, Sing, I didn't see any link, bro.
For what? That's my new toy.
A new toy.
Yeah, my new knife.
Oh, I want to see. Oh, wait, you can't. That's right.
Yeah, never.
You know what? When I upgrade this camera, I'm just gonna send you this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my cucumbers in the down planter.
It's black and purple, and it's got a skull on it with the seatbelt cutter and the window buster on it.
There you go.
So, do you think a 16-footer would be about the right length to make gallows?
Ooh, it flips out.
Why are you trying to make gallows? Are you trying to hang some, traitors or something, or what's up?
Oh.
Holden, was that Democrat that got arrested for child raping of kids or something?
There's that one, and then this one here.
My wild tomatoes are doing better than the.
It'll break for anything else.
Wait, who is Holden talking about?
Yeah, I think so. Hey, Singularity.
It's like wood, ain't it?
Clarity put up a link. Apex, can you pull that up the screen?
I'm gonna try. No, I can't even copy it.
No, you got to bring up. No, you got to go into.
Made in China. That's why.
You got to go into and pull the link. Open up a new window. Right click on the link and open up a new window and then share.
A lot of us are
able to copy the link. That's the problem.
You have to go to Twitch and then.
I can't talk.
Hello. Hear me?
I hear you.
Go to Twitch. Right click the link, open up a new window, and then come back here, share.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. Okay.
Then come back here and share the.
Prepare to send it again. Wiz, I heard you the first time, right?
Oh, I didn't know. Everybody was talking over me. Yeah.
Look what Ben.
That's okay. I'm apparently one of the few who's got really good hearing.
I didn't have anything on me when I seen Matt. I wanted to.
Wrong with my phone here.
Because my anxiety.
Oh, yeah, I know what I'm gonna do.
Back towards him.
So I don't know if you can hear me. I don't want to interrupt anybody.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Bill.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, look what Ben Frank had wrote, about the elites. and they're underground tunnels.
Right. Well, I can tell you what. Look at the city. Albuquerque,
Hey, Sing,
Las
send it
Vegas.
again.
What?
I was telling Sing to send the link again.
Oh, yeah, because he doesn't have history to pull up the link. Yeah, all you got to do is look at the city. Okay? And the train moves in the city. Out west, especially. In the east, more undefined. But in the west, it'll be easy to tell where they are. Go to California, but they do go to Las Vegas and Lake City, and like that. The population centers are where it travels from and between. What's that? What else is underground? We'll tell them. You know, there's miles and miles of underground facilities here in the Ozarks.
Wait,
Miles
is
and
this a
miles.
video or what? What is this?
I refreshed. I don't know if that helped any.
I think it's a map. I don't think it's a video. I think it's just a map.
There, it's in private chat. Someone can do it because I did it for my phone.
I don't see anything in private chat.
Should be.
Oh, you're on your phone?
Yeah.
You're on your phone?
I'm on my
You can do
phone.
it. I don't
Yeah.
have the bandwidth. I don't
Yeah.
have the bandwidth. If I bring up
Bring
another
a map?
window, I'm going to lose my internet.
I barely have it myself, bro.
I think my battery's low. I'm
That is
bad here. I can't tell if I'm interrupting anybody or not.
Oh, bro, don't worry about interrupting people. We talk over each other all the time.
Well, got to.
Well, no, I think my battery's low right now.
I've got some.
Yeah, well, hand me one then.
I'm charging some. And I'm using
Jeez.
some.
Why
Actually,
the hell is this not working?
I can't swap out batteries on this phone like the older phones.
This is annoying as shit. I'm just gonna be completely honest.
The back doesn't come off of this.
You can plug it in and it'll charge.
We already have a potion. Ben Frank.
Yeah, I can't even. I can't
This
do
is
this,
probably
bro.
going to knock me off the internet, but I'll do this. Hold on a second.
Oh, don't worry. Don't. It's just. Yeah. It's not like it's a video or anything. It's just a picture.
Can you guys see that?
Yeah. That. Try bringing it up a little bit if you can. Control scroll wheel up. Sorry, y'all. My chewing is really loud.
Is it working for you guys there? Seeing that?
I see a map.
No.
Not very well.
It was like a partial map.
Right.
A little sugar map at top. Yeah. That's okay. We can sort of see it.
See a huge island off the east coast.
Yep. I get the
Right.
concept.
You have an Appalachian mountain chain, which is an island chain. And, you know, That's basically the east.
Well, it
Well,
wouldn't
at
be
least the Bermuda Triangle, part of the Bermuda Triangle will be drained out.
It
Most likely.
wouldn't be the first time in the history of the world that something like that happened.
Right.
Oh no, not Oregon.
Goodbye, battery.
Later, bud.
I had to go back to Wyoming.
You'd have to swim.
Oh, it looks like my place in Wyoming is water too.
I'd probably be underwater too, the way it looks.
There's right there where Utah and Utah, Wyoming, and Colorado meet. That's where it is.
Yeah,
Snap! Almost all of Michigan is gone.
It's going to cut the Rockies off. The Rocky Mountains.
Louisiana's gone. Arkansas.
At least a quarter of Florida will be gone.
Oh, my family in Kansas gone.
Kansas isn't touched.
They're fine. They're fine. Okay, I was looking in the wrong spot.
Knowing what I know about the geography here, I don't think that big splotch that goes into Wyoming would happen.
Wyoming's got quite a bit of elevation.
I know. That doesn't seem very plausible. But, it's no different than looking at Al Gore's freaking map of global warming either.
Yeah, that map's a joke.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I've seen different maps that are more concentric with the
How is it Florida
tectonic
land?
plates, and it has Iowa being the Great Lakes Ocean opens up all the way northern edge of Missouri, across Illinois. Illinois is damn near gone in that other map. And so is half of Kentucky. See, it goes right up closer to the mountains. Almost all of Illinois is done because the New Measured Fault Line goes up the border of Missouri.
How is it Florida so much land above the water there?
And it cuts across Iowa.
Florida's pretty close to sea level.
I'm able to zoom it in, and actually, I'm not underwater here. I'm not underwater. I'm where you look up in Utah there.
Oh, what happened to the screen?
Oh, he took it off.
Yeah. I've got to get my come back. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm actually right where the edge of the giant ocean would be, right on the very edge. So I'd be on beachfront property where I'm at.
Ooh, beachfront. Look at you coming up in the world.
I'd be surfing, man. Surfing the air. But just west of me is the Great Salt Lake, and it was a giant inland sea at one time. We still have seagulls. The scavenger birds? That's our state bird.
The seagull is your state bird?
It is.
Is it really?
Is. Isn't that pathetic?
That's some craziness.
That's freaking pathetic as hell. Freaking garbage eating bird. We even had a flamingo.
What?
Yeah, there was an aviary, and it escaped, and it decided to migrate. Year after year, it kept coming back on the shores of the Great Salt Lake and living off those brine shrimp.
Oh, nice.
They gave him a name. They called him Floyd.
That's funny.
One year he didn't come back. We think
That happens.
he was migrating down to Mexico and then coming back up north. Yeah, great blue herons. They're beautiful.
Yeah, we've got those here in Indiana too. Those things are awesome.
We have.
Are they like closely related to like the egret or something?
I don't know. We have sandhill cranes here.
Yeah.
They're beautiful. Even though they're a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I think we had a couple of pelicans too. This was once an ocean. A lot of people don't know that, but the Great Salt Lake was once an inland sea called Lake Bonneville, and it went all the way up into Idaho. What?
Nothing. I messed with Valentine in chat. I made a sign.
That's where our salt water came from.
Yeah.
Because it once was a giant ocean. And there are fossils of fish and stuff here too that are most of them are extinct. So I don't know. I don't know how long ago that it got too salty for anything to live in it, but
yeah. I think we lost Wiz.
Yeah, I lost him a while ago.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
Well, shoot. That sucks.
Oh yeah, we're talking about the weather changes. We're headed for the solar minimum.
For what?
Oh yeah.
Solar minimum.
Solar minimum? Yeah,
went battery again.
Battery signal kind of is hurting tonight.
A little bit. Green screen.
Yeah, it's a lack outside. It's a lack of solar storms is part of the reason why it's so hot this summer. The solar storms turn up a lot of storms and things like that here on Earth, and there's a lack of them right now. So the sun is just kind of like in a lull right now, and so that's why the weather's all topsy-turvy and weird because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I understand, you get solar flares just before the minimum.
I used to follow that stuff when I was more into ham radio. I used to kind of keep up with the
Do you have a ham radio license?
No, I never had a ham radio license. I was a radio man in the Army, and I ran a Mars station, but I did not get a ham license.
I did it in the Air Force.
12 a.m. and I'm starting up the campfire.
But I do have a ham radio.
Just letting y'all know.
I just saw a video today. A guy had a device you plug into the USB of your computer, and you can tune in radio signals, any radio signal.
That's kind of
using
cool.
that device, but you can't transmit on it.
Is it expensive?
Yeah.
Well, it won't do me any good then. It won't do me any good if it's expensive.
Oh, no, it's not expensive. It's only $35, he said.
Oh. Well, tell me more about it when you find out where I could find one. I might be interested.
I'll have to find the video again. If I'm
Because
lucky.
I like sandbagging the different frequencies like that. I have scanners and CB radios and a 10-meter radio.
See, he could put a frequency band up on the screen, and then click on the spikes, and that'll be signals.
Yeah, I've got a 10-meter RCI and ham radio that's got that I could drop down into the CB band with.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool. I like the 2-meter. Buddy of mine was showing me his 2-meter.
2 meters nice, but it's a lot better for DX on a longer wavelength.
Oh, he was tuning into police frequencies. He's like, I could transmit. Would be a good idea.
Well, yeah. I just like shoot and skip. I like talking to people in different countries and stuff.
They have a ham radio club called the 1 Watt Club.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
They see how far they can transmit
On a 1 watt. Yeah.
Yeah, one person heard himself, like, I think 30 minutes after he transmitted.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, I was a member of a radio club out of Toronto because I used to have regular conversations with people in Canada. From here.
In the Air Force, we had I was ground radio, which is basically their ham, and then I went over to satellite and tropo, and we always continued to use the HF as our engineering net because it never goes down. It's the most reliable. And we've been using it since World War I.
Keep in mind, here I am in Utah, and we used to get this blazing signal out of Mexico, and all the way up here in Utah, and this lady talking Spanish, same one every freaking day, bleeding over on all the channels. I mean, at least about probably 11 channels. It was nothing but bleed over, and we all called her Tijuana Tilly. We didn't know who the hell she was.
She must have had a 1,000-watt amplifier or higher.
Oh, they do crazy stuff down in Mexico. They don't have the regulations we do.
Our amplifier is only 500 watts.
We're more regulated than they are in the UK and Canada. That's another thing that pisses me off about the over-regulation and fines they impose on people and everything in our country, because other countries don't have that.
And yet our economy's better.
Our economy's better, but we also lost a lot of our freedoms already. Another government agency.
Your feedback comes from you?
What's up?
Oh my gosh.
I hear some chirping.
Oh yeah, that's the crickets. Welcome to camp out mode.
Shut up.
Well, welcome to campfire mode, everyone.
Just burn some weed and blow it towards them.
Oh yeah, you're right. Hang on a sec. Oh, that's what I was doing. I got distracted.
You were gonna do fire and bone?
Valentine, your sign distracted me. You knew I was doing something.
You got to level out that buzz again.
Oh boy, I'm gonna have to
Level
get
them
on.
out.
I got a nasty headache.
Uh-oh. Smoke weed, it makes things better.
Yes, it does.
I can't do the smoke.
Eat it.
Yeah, brownies.
Yeah, that'll work. Thanks,
Oh,
CBD.
don't fuck up my green screen.
Whoops, wrong one. I went back to Twitch. The Twitch video is behind. I'm not on it, but I paused it so it doesn't have echo.
But we can't shoot any skip right now because of the lack of solar storms that we're going through. There's the
What's
conditions
helping
suck.
Pete?
Huh?
What's up, Wes?
I'm back.
I
In
remember
the bowl.
we had solar flares back when I was much younger, and it would mess up the FM radio.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but it improves conditions on certain frequencies.
It helped AM. I was getting AM stations from several hundreds of miles away.
Channel 38 lower sideband. That's where I was talking to these people up in Canada every freaking day.
Sideband's
I have sideband and FM capabilities.
on FM?
I have FM and sideband capabilities both. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I've got, and then I could split frequencies. I could go anywhere I want on between 11 and 10 meters.
Well, we were able to transmit data on our sidebands in the Air Force.
Yeah. Yeah, I had radios when I was in the Army that I could go just about any frequency I wanted to.
Only radio
totally
I saw in the Army was that brick you wear on your back.
Yeah, I had that. Mostly the ones that I worked with were the vehicle mounted ones.
Yeah.
Hey, Zach, welcome in. Welcome in, Zach.
I see Zach's here.
Hello, Zach.
No, hey, what's up, Zach? Patriot Brothers. Wiz, what you like to camp out?
No, I might stay longer. We got
Campfire.
Zach.
Yeah, dude.
I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Fire in the bowl.
In the bowl.
Well, Zoom, you might have to explain to me sometimes because I don't know what you're saying most of the time.
Do what, battery? Oh,
Most
you trying to read Zoominese?
Yeah, I don't know. I am terrible with Zoominese.
I got you. The last three things I'm pretty sure you say is I like chatting with Ghost, Battery, and Wiz.
That I understood.
Okay. Then he likes big campfires. I think he's trying to get a hold of Wiz. And then they burn until
Next day.
yeah.
He likes the big campfires that they burn for a long time.
In the National Guard, we would be at the coast, and at the end, I guess the second to last day, we'd have a huge bonfire.
Hi, Zach.
Fire the fire on us. There's my bro. Hey, Zach. How you doing?
Rock on, Zach.
That's all I'm going to call you from now on is just Smouse.
Hey,
No,
Smouse.
Mouse.
Smouse in the house.
How about from Total Recall? Smelter.
Brought to you by Sausage Gravy Biscuit Farms.
.com.
.net. .tv. Nope. .com.
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 Motherfucker. There you go.
.com.
Yo, Wild Bill, you tell us like a Wild West ghost story.
Wild ghost story. Okay.
Yeah.
Wild West ghost story.
Here's the story of old Ole. So there was this guy. He was a lumberjack and he lived up there in Ohio. And back in the days when logging was big in Ohio. He's kind of a Paul Bunyan kind of guy. Lived in a logger camp and everything, and he was just kind of new. He said, "Old Ole, one thing that you never do, you never that Chinese cook over there, never ever piss him off and never tell him you don't like his food, because if you do, he goes ape shit." And old Ole, he didn't care. He didn't care. So one day he sits down and he gets his big old bowl of soup with all the other lumberjacks, and he goes, "This absolutely tastes like shit." And that Chinese cook heard him, and he came over with this great big giant pot of soup and poured it all over old Ole's head and scalded him and made him go blind. And from that day on, he was blind, and he's been looking around in the woods in Ohio all over the place for that Chinese cook, because he wanted to kill him with a big axe. And so the next time you hear the sound or you hear anybody makes a sound that sounds like they're speaking Chinese, you never know, old Ole can show up.
Oh shit.
Don't make any noises that sound like you're speaking Chinese. Because old That's the story of old Ole.
There you go.
He wanders those woods to this very day.
That was good. I like that. What's up, Zach?
I tell you what, though, I told a ghost story. I have the best. This is a story about telling a ghost story. We were floating on the river down here one weekend. This is a few years back, and the other people that were with us on the float trip, well, there was a husband and wife that was in the middle of a big argument, fight kind of thing going on. But they held off and they weren't going to fight that day. At least that was the hope. That was the plan. But they ended up fighting on the river during and we held up our float trip for about 2 to 3 hours for them to have this big argument fight. Well, we got behind the 8 ball on this one because our outtake was about 2.5 hours away, and dark was only about an hour and a half away at that point. So we didn't make it back to our takeout point before dark. And you can't be on that river at night. It's just not feasible. So we were like, okay, well, we're going to have to camp out. So we were looking for a good campsite, and I went off the bank and up on a bank, and I was like, we got to do it over here. Well, they went the other direction, and they were on a rock bar. Oh, we'll just do it here. I was like, well, that's a rock bar, but it's going to be fine. The water's it's high enough and everything. It'll be fine. No, it wasn't. Because then, right after she said that, thunder started rolling down the river. Lightning, storms are coming in. Oh, yeah. And I was like, this is not going to end well. So I'm like putting all the shit back in the boat, tying the boats off the trees, shit like that, right? Tying
Right.
coolers into the canoes, all that crazy shit. Making sure everything's at least so we can move fast if we have to. Well, that didn't work either. And next thing you know, it starts raining, and it's raining hard. The fire's getting put out, and we're sitting under a tarp over the fire so that we keep the fire dry enough to keep burning. And we got about 7 or 8 kids with us, about 6 adults, you know what I'm saying? And, so my ass
Right.
sits down, we got to entertain these kids, get their mind off of it. Only thing I could think of sitting under a tarp around a campfire, huddling in a storm, is to tell them a ghost story. And I had a couple planned out for the weekend anyway. But I decided that I just turned the situation we're in into the ghost story. And I did. And it scared the shit out of the kids because just as I was finishing up the ghost story, which ended up with the river rising and flooding out the camp and these crazy fish that come alive in the river after a storm and stuff like that. And they eat the people and all the stuff in the water. Yeah. I'm after all that. Well, that was part of my ghost story anyway. So now the kids are all freaking out. The women start freaking out. One of them called the park ranger service. Was able to get through, call the park ranger service to come out and rescue our asses. Right? And it was just, it was crazy. But I scared everybody with that damn story. And it just, it was quite interesting. We had to get rescued in the middle of a thunderstorm off the Missouri River float trip. So nobody died.
Because you scared the poor kids to death.
Yeah, I did. Hey, I wanted it to be a memory that they'll never forget. Moral of the story: don't always take your parents' word for granted. You got to have a critical mind and think for yourself.
Now that story about Old Bully, that was kind of for kids because if they cried, they sound like the old Chinese guy that Old Oli was looking for.
Wow.
I want my mommy.
Obviously, my ghost story didn't help the situation very much.
How much is 2 pounds worth?
Yeah.
It was bad timing. Good story. Scared the shit out of everybody. And then it got real. Right. Yeah. Yeah, I should have done that. But that was fun.
Anybody know how much 2 pounds is worth in dollars?
Nope.
Nope.
2 pounds
2
yesterday.
pounds of what?
British money.
Oh, nope.
You'll have to talk to somebody with a little heavier accent than us.
Just look it up on XC.com. That's the World Currency Exchange.
It's aren't they usually like about $6 to $1 British pound or something like that?
No, gosh, no. Can't be.
More than 2.
What?
I thought it was about the same or close to. Yeah. See,
Well, that's
there
the sterling. The sterling is $1.20 or $1.40 sometimes.
Oh, I've seen it $6 before.
But the pound, I'm not sure.
Pound sterling.
Yeah, well, it's like saying a $20 bill. Pound sterling. It's like saying $20 bill or something.
I don't even know how British currency works.
I don't either. I don't claim no. But there are sites online that tell you.
Yeah, I found it yesterday. I forgot all about it. I was going to check today.
Yeah, Zach.
So I was thinking a lot, and I thought of my motto if I do run for office in 2028. It'd be fuck you, fuck your feelings, and get over your fucking self.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, you know what time it is? Oh my gosh. I almost forgot.
Pie time.
It's time for bed.
Pie time.
They don't have any pie. Not fair.
Zach,
Can't forget about the pie.
Mr.
What
Smash,
kind of pie tonight?
I got cherry pie.
are you guys getting any smoke over there yet? Are you getting the fires? Wow. So I guess he's getting it over there. Sting is on the other side of the Rocky Mountains, and he said it's just terrible over there too. He's in Colorado.
Two British pounds is equal to $2.77 US.
What? I wonder what's changed. That's pretty close to pound per dollar.
Yep. I've never even been to England. Never stepped foot on British soil.
Went through London and took the tunnel to France.
Been to Portugal.
I have been there. Went to through England, London, to France, and to Italy.
Been to Italy.
And Austria. Germany.
Austria.
I went to the Alps.
What's
Beautiful.
up, Zach?
I love the Alps.
Zach's going to say something here.
It was really smoky, and the sun is red in the evening's Wild Bill.
Oh, yeah. It's really covering the country, and it's coming all the way from California. We got some small fires burning over here too. I think all of California is just going to burn up and become a toast. Antifa did it. Barbecue California.
But I'll tell you what, the next couple of years will be beautiful out there. You won't have to worry about a lot of fires.
That's true.
And it'll be beautiful.
It'll already be burnt up.
Yeah, and it'll be beautiful. It'll be replenished. Problem is, rains come spring. Lots of mudslides, lots of unsettled ground.
Yeah, that causes a lot of mud flows and things like that.
Yeah,
when it rains.
1,000 US dollars is equal to 33,446 Thai baht.
No, hold on, they're not
You
30,000.
go over there and live. Okay.
Good night.
What?
Good night. I'm leaving.
All right. Talk to you soon, Battery.
See you,
God bless
Battery.
you. Dream well, Patriot.
Okay.
Yeah, Battery.
Good night. Bye.
Blueberry tonight was.
Oh, good choice. Good choice. Holden, the shipping containers. Hammer just bought one. Paid $3,200 for it. Delivered. So that was a 20-footer. A 40-footer probably going to cost probably close to $5,000. Now I've got a 40-footer, but I bought it years ago. I think I paid $1,800 for it after it was delivered. I wish I got two.
Yeah, we got. There's something else that a lot of people. I don't know if they're taking into account how bad this mega drought really is, but it could cause famine and stuff. California is the breadbasket of the United States as far well, not breadbasket, but cornucopia. Because
Well, yeah. Well, Trump at least turned on the waterway again, so they can reinstitute San Joaquin Valley.
Yeah, I heard Biden shut it off.
Yeah, they shut it down again.
Anything to screw us
Biden
over.
will do that.
Yeah, anything to fuck them over.
Horrible. Horrible.
It's
terrible.
terrible.
Trump will be back in. Everything they're doing will be undone.
I'm believing
Everything they're doing will be undone.
I'm believing that, and I don't think it's just feel good sentiment what you're saying. I do believe that.
It will be all undone by the end of the year.
It ain't over.
Oh, this ain't over by a long shot. It's going to get ugly before it gets better. But, it will. This fall, Trump will be returned to the seat of power for this nation. And what form that takes, I'm not sure with the way they're destroying the system. But even if they bring the whole house of cards down, we still have a de jure government waiting to be inhabited, people. The real government for this United States of America. The original government was abandoned in 1860. They didn't even shut it down. They couldn't get a quorum to shut it down. So it's unoccupied. And all we got to do is have an election and seat it. And then we will have our de jure government back. And this corporate identity government will be gone away. Them and their debt and all their bullshit. Take it and you're gone. We're not that entity anymore. We are this entity. We are the United States. We are the United States for, not of.
Yeah.
It's all getting ready to be much greater than you guys realize. But it's going to be one hell of a fucking bitch to make it happen. But it will.
States for America.
Correct.
Yeah. It's not the U.S. of A, it's the U.S. for A.
Correct. The Republic for the United States for America. Each country, each nation, each state, they no longer become states, they become independent nations.
Well, what about the states that became states after the de jure government was abandoned?
In 1860, all the states were here.
Not Hawaii and Alaska.
But then they'll have to write an amendment to the Constitution to include them. That's the registry of states.
My state became a state in 1847, but there were some other states that came
Texas
after
was
that.
1845. Colorado was 1846.
What about Oklahoma?
That was Oklahoma was in like 1813, 18. 14, something like that. They signed federal. They make the federal agreement to join the Federation of States with the federal government. That's all they have to do.
Yeah.
But the original 13th Amendment is not the Emancipation Proclamation. The original 13th Amendment, and the reason this was all brought to hell, is the Titles and Nobilities Act. The Titles and Nobilities Act forbade anybody who held a royal title, like Esquire or Lord, okay, from holding public office representing the American people.
Officer on deck, Colonel Shaw.
Colonel Shaw, here we go. Rock on, brother.
I still think we should buy Greenland.
It could happen. It could happen. You know, Iceland would probably join us too. A federation of nations. It's going to become the Federation of Nations, is what it's going to become. Don't ask me how I know this. I just, it's going to happen.
Who keeps shuffling through the leaves? I can hear your feet stomping around in the leaves.
It's got to be Kimmy.
That's gotta be Kimmy.
What are you doing, Kimmy? She's opening up candies. That's what she's doing.
I'm filled with cotton candy.
Oh, okay.
It sounds like you're crunching through dry leaves.
Sounds like you're walking around the campfire.
Yeah. That's funny.
Well, that is kind of cute because I was thinking about campfires and stuff. So,
But yeah. But back to the point.
I'm gonna go visit the little scouts room. I'll be right back.
Back to the point, a lot of this work of establishing the re-inhabitation of the desert government for the United States of America, it's already been done. A lot of it, all that groundwork has already been done. All we got to have is elections to reoccupy
Hey,
the
Wizard,
original government of the United States.
Wizard, don't ignore Huckleberry.
Don't ignore. I didn't know I was ignoring.
Read the chat.
Okay, where did I go? Where did I go? Sorry, I was on a rant.
Colonel Shaw, hello.
There's my Huckleberry. Sorry. I was on a rant. I was kicking it. I was just letting everybody know this ain't over by a long shot. And there is plenty of good happening in the background. I know this to be a fact.
What the heck?
So just so you guys know, I mean, there's not a lot of news about the good news. There's a lot of news about the bad shit, but there's not a lot of news about the good shit. I'm here to tell you, there's good shit happening. There's good people out there, patriots, that are out there doing the legwork. That we don't hear about it is probably the best thing at all.
Huckleberry's flashing you.
Oh my Lord. I didn't miss it. I can scroll back.
She goes, he missed it, he lost.
Yeah. She didn't come up on the screen.
I never actually saw her face when she came up on that screen that one time.
Right.
I heard her voice. She has a nice voice.
Yeah.
She's shy.
I'm trying, Colonel. I'm trying.
Oh no, she's hitting the sack.
Oh, no, don't hit the sack. It hurts when you hit the sack.
Yeah, I think you make some good points, and I've heard some of those points made by other people, and I agree. You're not the only one saying it.
I am a deputy marshal. I do have my channels of different. And yes, there, a lot of this stuff has already been worked out. And so we have solutions in place. There'll be very little, very little of this leftovers from them when all this comes crashing down around them.
Yeah.
And like I said, we've also got to deal with these natural disasters that are going to happen as well. So everything will have to be rebuilt. Everything. And so it's going to be quite the stressful point of time, but it's going to be glorious on the other side.
Tumultuous.
The fire will test our steel. Okay? You just have to have the resolve to get through it. Resolve to do your part to make it better. You know what I'm saying? You have to have that strength in you to bring it forward. And I think we got plenty of patriots with that kind of strength, with that kind of fortitude.
Actually,
that will make a difference.
Actually, I don't really have time for a whole lot of negativity.
I don't either.
I'm trying to focus on and on being optimistic, number one. And I believe God. I don't believe what people say. I believe God first. I don't even believe myself half the time.
Well, you know what? It's awful funny, but if you've ever been through the prophecies of Kim Clement and you follow what he said and what came through and exactly how he said what happened and all this other stuff, you start realizing he's really probably got the, voice of God going through him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he's dead now.
Right? That's okay. He's still talking. We don't understand everything he said at the time he said it.
That's why we got to review all the stuff he was saying, because he was a mouthpiece, and while he was alive, and a lot of the things that he said has already happened, and he hasn't been
When he made the prediction about Trump, that was like in 2012, 2014. Nobody was even talking Trump. They didn't understand exactly what he was. They thought he was being allegorical about a Trump. You know what I'm saying? And then Trump became president. And he predicted the other things that happened around him. Yeah, he's been on the mark every damn time, every time. So I'm kind of like, you know what? I tend to believe the next thing he says. Next thing he says, Trump will be back in the seat of power by the end of the year, by the end of fall.
I guess we'll just have to see on that one.
Huh?
I don't know. We'll just have to see on that one.
Yeah, we will.
I have a very strong feeling it's just going to finish out at least this year. At least this year.
No, they're not going to last that long.
That sounds like some Q stuff. I don't know.
No,
it's prophecy, bro. It has nothing to do with some fucking idiot saying something.
He's saying what Kim Clement before he died said, and he gave dates.
Prophecy.
He gave dates. He gave time frames, and he hasn't been wrong yet.
Well, like I said, we'll see what happens here.
You knew. Nobody ever thought that Trump was actually going to get elected. Nobody ever thought. They thought Hillary was going to get it for sure. I heard all the naysayers, and they were all wrong. Over half the
Kim
country
Clement was right. Kim Clement was actually right.
There's that.
So we could, it's not. I mean, have faith. Have faith. Try to be optimistic. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm optimistic that there's going to be some changes, but I don't think it's necessarily Trump who's going to be making the changes.
Sometimes it's hard to believe something that you can't see. What's going on?
Oh gosh.
But I get it.
I don't know. I just feel like we're at this point, like, kind of elevating Trump to a deity, and I'm not at that point.
No, we're not. He is just a man, but he's being used by God to do his bidding.
Yes.
Yeah. So
divine intervention.
I'm trying to focus on being optimistic and hopeful. Not sometimes it's a leap of faith, I guess you might say.
Apex, do you believe God could not intervene? You think he does?
Oh, I'm not saying that I'm not saying that God wouldn't intervene. I'm just saying maybe we've got the wrong messenger.
What?
I mean, it could for all we know, it could be DeSantis.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be Don Jr.
Yeah. I would love to see that. Don Jr. going for president? Hell, he's within the age bracket.
After Trump, he will be. After Trump, he will be the next president.
Yeah, he'll have Dad whispering in his ear the whole time.
Yep.
But I think people are fed up. I know that. Everywhere I go, they're all fed up. They do not want this communist regime that's in here right now. They want them out. Even Democrats want the potato out of there. They're not buying it either.
Nope.
Oof. That was a lot of meat that I drank really quickly. I'm feeling all kinds of warm and fuzzy inside.
Just as long as you don't get warm and fuzzy inside.
I'm already there. Yeah.
That could be a bad scene getting fuzzy inside.
Yeah, this is true.
Does it tickle?
Only when I poke it.
Popping fresh.
It just tickles a little.
What's funny is when I used to do Civil War reenacting, that was my nickname, was Poppin' Fresh. It was bad. It was a bad time. Nothing said love it like something in the oven.
It only tickles a little.
The darker side of it is every time you poke him, you're just making the ulcer bigger. That's the dark side of it. Oh, shit.
Well, yeah. Anyway, Apex, I would like to see amongst all this negativity for us to be able to counteract it with
Right.
hopeful thought. Not wishful thinking, but hopeful thoughts. The good things are going to happen. Focus on the good things and speak good things, because the words you use have a lot of power, whether you see it or not.
Especially when you're talking to yourself. Especially when you're talking to yourself.
Yeah, yourself.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know for sure what's going to happen. I know what I'm hoping for. I know what I'm hoping for, and I like to speak it in the affirmative. I like to affirm the words of those hopeful thoughts, because that's what makes them come to fruition. It's not crazy talk. It's what every positive thinker does. And there's so much negativity around. I don't even want to deal with negative people, honestly.
Yeah.
I've heard all the negative bullshit. And ever since Q and January 6th and everything else, it's just too much negativity. And that stuff will just consume you if you buy into it. We can counteract that with our words and what we say. Sometimes you can say something even if you don't really fully believe it, but you say it with hope.
Yeah, but what is that? You're lying to yourself at that point.
No, you're not.
You just said it yourself, even if you don't fully believe it.
I'm not talking about that. I'm saying things that I don't fully believe. If I make a positive affirmation, I put the vibe out there and things come to fruition because your words have power. Maybe, I don't know if you see that. If I say,
don't get me wrong. I'm all for law of attraction. Put it out there, the universe and stuff.
In other words, if I constantly say the economy's going to tank and everybody's going to die and we're all going to die from the virus and all that stuff, it puts that negative energy out there, and so many people are doing that right now. I'm trying to counteract it.
Well, right, I get that, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to happen on, in favor of the naysayers either.
Well, get this: your thoughts and how you control them does manifest reality.
Right.
Okay.
You can manifest reality by your actions and your words.
Right.
Right. That comes down to the law of attraction.
Well, right. So if you're speaking negative, you're going to draw negative. You're going to project negative. You're going to create negative.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's true.
You talk to yourself like I'm a piece of shit. I'm worthless. I don't have any fucking skills. I'm not worthwhile. I can't get fucking shit right. I'm always fucking up. You're going to be that forever, speaking that into your future, into your reality every day. But if you say, no, I'm not a piece of shit, I am worthwhile, God loves me, and I have a mission to accomplish, I got things to do because I care about shit. You know what I'm saying? I got people I love that I want to take care of. I'm going to do this. I'm going to be a success. I'm going to make this happen. And you talk that kind of positive energy into yourself, it changes your whole attitude each and every day.
Right. I mean, I get that. Trust me, I get that. It's just
that's what he's saying.
No, there's no butt in it. Quit sticking your butt in it.
I've got personal experience on it.
Quit sticking your butt in it.
No, the butt is that I've done that, and I'm still just holding my head just above water.
Yeah, well, that's the struggle of life.
We're just living above water, like just above water.
Well, then you got to put a little bit more effort into it and put a little bit more, God, help me and do what you will with me.
I could have that same attitude, Apex. I was damn near a millionaire.
I would be dead within a week if I had that attitude.
Right.
I have
Well,
to
get
actually
this.
go and physically do the things to make things work. I can't just wish they get done.
No, you have to make it happen.
Yes.
So then there's personal responsibility that goes along with just not just wishing things happen.
Correct. No, you don't wish things to happen. You make them happen. I never said that.
Well,
Never said make a wish. I didn't say make a wish or say something in fantasy. You have to build yourself up too. You have to get your foundations right and get comfortable with you.
Right.
You have to love yourself in order to love somebody else. You have to build yourself up in order to build somebody else.
Right.
Like they told me in the Army, cover your own ass, CYOA.
So love yourself.
Yeah.
Be proud of yourself. And if you're not proud of yourself, make those changes in your life and become proud of yourself.
And ask God every day to help you.
Help you do it.
Be proud of yourself.
I hope it gives you some encouragement. I need to get some encouragement now and then instead of discouragement. I got plenty of people around to try to discourage me, but it's up to me to overcome that. And it's up to you to overcome it.
My most successful enterprises were wrought with people who would sabotage me, to include my wife at the time.
Yeah, exactly.
I fought through all that adversity to become what I was. It was hard. There were days I felt like I was going to explode. I felt like a zombie on other days because I was just working 20 hours a day to make it happen. I'd go to work. I'd work for 6, 8 hours a day, and then I'd come home and work another 6, 8 out, 10 hours. Yeah. And plus I had 8 kids. So yeah.
I hope that's not thunder I'm hearing. Hang on.
It is.
Oh, is that coming up on your end? Oh shit. Yeah.
It's coming your way. Yeah, one of them left us around about 5 o'clock. And it is for about 2 hours. That's probably the one headed your way now.
Yeah. Says it's supposed to start hitting us about tomorrow morning around 8 a.m. 50% chance of rain.
Right.
On the plus note, I don't have to water the plants. That's taken care of.
Have you been getting a lot of rain over there, Apex?
No, we've been getting no rain, which is bad. Like it's been very, very dry. I haven't even been able to fire up the forge because it's been so dry.
Wow.
Yeah.
Same here. But back to what we were talking about, the drought, that could affect our food supply big time.
Right.
If California can't produce anything, it's going to affect our whole country's food supply and put us completely dependent on other countries like Mexico and other places to get little things like everything what California is growing, and it was like the breadbasket of our country. Second largest cattle state in the United States was California. Now, where I live, we're in danger of not even being able to get water to our horses and cattle because there's no irrigation water. The reservoirs are dry. What's going to happen to the cattle and the horses when you see them all dying in the fields because they don't have water? They die from lack of water. That's what's happening. That's how severe it is. That's how severe it is. This is apocalyptic, man. We're in a mega drought here. Not just an extreme drought or a drought. It's a mega drought.
Yeah.
We got
Those
fire
crickets sound amazing, don't they?
We've got fire restrictions, all kinds of signs up everywhere. No chains. If you have chains dragging on the road, you could start wildfires.
What?
Yeah, the sparks from the chains could start wildfires really easy. The grass is white.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
It's not yellow dry. It is white.
Damn, it's been sun bleached.
Yes.
I'm telling you, there's something different about the sun. I don't know how to explain it or what's going on, but it's a different kind of radiation than what we're used to. My plants are showing, and it's really weird.
Yeah.
You never see sagebrush completely dried up. I've been seeing it. Even sagebrush completely dried up. I've never seen it like that before.
I mean, I almost got run over by a tumbleweed before.
I tried to hit them.
That shit'll suck, by the way. Those things blowing by at 30, 40 miles per hour can pop up and slit your throat faster than the Night Stalker.
I try to run over tumbleweeds. It's just those freaking jackalopes. No, they're all going. Yeah, they're coming into the cities. The jackalopes are.
The jackalopes, the rabbits with deer antlers.
Yeah, they're moving into the cities. They're moving into the cities now, popping people's tires and everything.
For the record, we are talking about rabbits with deer antlers, right?
Not deer antlers. They look like antelope antlers. They're jackalopes. They're not jack deer. They're jackalopes.
That can't be a real thing.
Well, you okay.
That sounds like a unicorn right there.
You just come out here and find out with your Jeep there. You come out here and find out, little bastard.
See,
I'm not saying a word. I'm not saying a word.
I'm not fully convinced about the jackalope.
They're coming into the town, popping tires and stuff. But I'm pumped.
I'm sitting back here trying to hold back this laugh. I'm just laughing my ass off.
No, I don't.
I mean, we are having a fireside chat, aren't we?
I'm just playing.
Yeah.
Yes, we are. Let's get back to that. Who's got a story for us?
Once was a man from Nantucket.
Yeah.
Oh no.
There once was a man from Peru who dreamed he was eating his shoe. He woke with a fright in the middle of the night to see that his dream had come true.
All right. I was working as a security guard over at a hotel.
Okay.
It was in one of these old hotels. I am not joking. I was doing all-nighters and everything was empty in the middle of the city. I swear I was seeing all kinds of figures phantom type things, like ghosts and crap. Out of the corner of my eye, and I turn over and look over there, and there was like nothing. There was nothing there. And I'd turn back and I'd see something move again, and I'd look over there, be gone.
Oh wow.
I'm serious. I had chills. I had the hair on the back of my neck standing up on there, and I did not like that situation.
That's nutty. That sounds like some shadow figure type stuff.
It was at the Hotel Utah in downtown
Okay.
Salt Lake. And I guess they were renovating it or something, and I was pulling security there, and I have to go out and do rounds. I did not go do my rounds when I was seeing this stuff, because whatever it was not supposed to be there.
Or you wasn't supposed to be there.
Well, I was getting paid, so I was. Those ghosts weren't getting a paycheck.
I've got a story, and this is an actual true personal story. And you can look up the hotel and everything. My grandpa, my dad's mom, was co-owner of the Havana Riverwalk Inn in San Antonio, Texas. It's a 20-something room historic landmark hotel. And let me just tell you what, there's a room there that's haunted as fuck. Now working there, because I was down there for 3 weeks working in the restaurant, and I got choice of room. Yes, I stayed in the El Presidente suite one night. That was pretty cool. That's a 2-room suite, or a 2-level suite. But there was also this room they called the White Room. Now, the White Room wasn't because of the color; it was because of the fact that the lady who died in there, she had, back in the day, she had rented it on long term, like we're talking like 1920s or something like that. She was renting out the room long term, and passed away in the room. And she was like really big on typing and stuff, like writing, doing stories and typing on the typewriter. And in that room, they have an antique typewriter. Middle of the night, I wake up. It's about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm hearing click, 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 click on the old typewriter, and no one else is in the room.
Yeah.
True story.
Yeah. Yeah, there's stuff going on the other side, for sure.
But like I said, this is not just a physical situation. This is also a spiritual war.
Yep.
So the state of your spirit, the state of your mental condition is important. Is a war on for your mind.
Yeah. Trying to get you to think
That's
that
what
your
they
mind.
say.
Anybody that says your words are not powerful is lying to you. Anybody that says that is lying to you. That's what they're scared of, is because they don't realize, well, they do realize how powerful we actually are.
And they have to keep you from realizing your potential.
These evil forces in the world do not want humanity to realize our full potential. That we have more power than we give ourselves credit for. May not look like it, but
because we are children of the Creator, we have the power to manifest reality.
Right.
They don't.
He says he gave us power over all.
Dominion over everything on this planet.
Dominion. And that's the reason why we gotta ask him for his help.
Yeah.
But it's a lie from the evil forces that are out there that try to make us think like we're not enough, we're not good enough, we don't have the power, but we do have the power. It's only the evil forces that are telling you that, or me that. It's evil forces don't want us to think that our words are powerful. And we do say a lot of vain things, and that's what we got to watch out for, that we don't speak vain things, because we are that powerful. And some of those vain things that we can say are stuff like, I feel like I could die, or something like that. Be careful of the words you choose, because it might happen. The tongue is like a spark,
a sword.
that can start a forest on fire from one little spark. Just the words you say.
Sound of God's voice created the universe. The sound of your voice can create your reality too.
I mean, I tested it a few times. I don't think I'm a voice in the peanut gallery. I think things that I say have power. So I have to be careful. But I'm just an old guy. What do I know?
The things that God told us.
Just I've seen it over and over again. I had a cousin one time. He was a general contractor, and he said he was building this subdivision, and he asked me. He said, and I was a teenager. I was probably about 16, and he asked me. He says, "Do you think these will sell?" This is back when there was no construction going on. I mean, times were hard. I think Carter was president, maybe. I don't remember, but we were going through hard times, and the interest rates for houses were 16% and higher. And he said, I'm worried that they're not going to sell. I don't know if I'm going too far out on a limb on this. And I said, I know they're going to sell. This is a great idea. They're like townhomes that he was building in this particular area that was a good quality area. I said, well, you know what? Whatever the things I said, he seemed unsure of himself. And when I left, he didn't seem unsure of himself anymore. And he went on and completed the project, sold every one of these houses. And shortly afterwards, all this other construction started popping up all around him, probably because the contractor saw him selling all these units. And I got, what if it was me? What if my words had that much power, just by giving him some assurance that they were going to sell in a really bad time? Because, you could always refinance or whatever, when the interest rates come back down. So that's kind of what I told him. I was just a teenager. What the hell did I know? But maybe I encouraged him enough that he completed what he was doing. Maybe it was me. I don't know. Sometimes I think I'm just a voice in the peanut gallery. And then that was the first indicator that maybe I create some kind of a wave by throwing out some positivity,
Right.
Just throw that positivity, and
right.
it creates a ripple in the whole existence.
Hey, Canoes.
Some people call it karma, but it's all just the power you put out to receive back.
It's like a tiny pebble that you throw into a lake, and those ripples can go all the way across the entire lake. That one little pebble made those ripples. That's the same as when we throw out something positive. It's like the ripples that it sends out across the lake, that they reach the other side of the lake. And even though we thought we were nothing but a voice in the peanut gallery, it made some kind of a change in existence. I don't know if that makes any sense of what I'm saying. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know.
Apex?
Yeah.
Did it make sense?
Mm-hmm. Well, Yeah.
When you see a lake and it's clear as glass, and that one little pebble you threw in changed the whole look of the lake.
Yeah. I get that.
That's like us.
Yeah.
Even when we think we're just dust in the wind and stuff like that, none of that's real. We're a lot more than that.
Right.
We're a
No,
lot
I know that. It's just sometimes, I don't know. I have doubts sometimes.
God says he made you wonderfully made. That's what God says. What does it matter what man says? God says you are wonderfully made. And there's no and for me, I doubt myself a lot. And I just remember that God says I was wonderfully made. You were wonderfully made. That we are much more than conquerors, according to his word. So whatever man is telling you, wherever these negative things about ourselves that we start to think, it's I get it. I can get in that mode too. It happens to me a lot.
Yeah.
It still does. Just because I'm saying some really nice words right now, it doesn't mean it doesn't happen to me, because it still does.
Right.
And we have to overcome it every time. We got to go back and remember, why am I here? You are here to produce fruit. That was the very first commandment that God gave Adam. Be fruitful and multiply. It was before the 10 commandments. There was a reason that it was the first commandment. The fruit of your lips, of what you speak, the fruit of the works of your hands, the fruit of your body, which is your children. When you have children,
Right.
one day when you have them, in every respect, we're supposed to produce good fruit. And that's what the answer to the meaning of life is, right there. Being fruitful, multiply, replenish the earth, subdue it. But does it mean be fruitful in one thing? No, it means be fruitful in all things.
Yeah.
Fruitful. That's
Hey,
what the meaning
I've
of
got to
life is.
crash. I've got to get to bed. I got to get to sleep, and
Yeah,
I got
me
a
too. I
long, busy
gotta
day
get
tomorrow.
going too. If you're gonna leave, I'm leaving too. Then, Wiz.
No shit. Okay, but
See how y'all? No, I really do have to go, because tomorrow, Monday morning, I gotta get up bright and early.
yeah, I got to get up and hopefully beat the race. So,
I get up at 5 o'clock every morning.
I'll keep it going for a little bit longer.
all righty, rock on. Dream well, Patriots. Just remember, we win. Got it.
No,
Just remember, we win this shit. It's a shit show for a while here. It's going to be a hard fought battle, but we win as long as we're on God's side.
Hey, Apex. I love you.
Yeah.
I love
What's
you,
up?
man. I love you,
too,
man.
bro.
No homo, man.
Yeah, Love you too, bro.
All right. Have a good night.
You too, bro.
Night, guys.
And then there were 3. And the campfire. I just wish, Zach, I wish I could move you just under Kim. That way I could, we could all see the campfire in the corner. But that's okay. We sort of see it. we got some crickets going. So that's a plus. So, campfire stories. Who's got one? Kim, you got a campfire story that's gonna scare us all half to death?
No.
Dang. Okay. I
No,
might have.
because when I went and did campfire, when I went and camping, I went camping alone.
Oh, well, that's annoying. I mean, I guess I could tell the story of Pecan Head.
Well, when I was a kid, Mom and Dad had 16 acres. Mom still has it. So I would grab a tent and go out in the woods part and camp by myself. So I didn't have stories.
Right.
I'd ran out there and camped to get away from everybody.
Yeah. Well, I've got a story. I'm just trying to remember all the little parts of it really quick. Shoot, it was one that I heard back when I was a little kid, and it scared the piss out of me as a child. So it left a lasting impression. Okay, here we go. So there's this summer camp. It's a CYO camp down in southern Indiana. It's called Rancho Formasa. You can go look it up. It's a real place. Now, what it was before a campsite, though, was like kind of it wasn't residential per se, but it was like people had like these shacks out in the wood, like hunting lodges and stuff out in the woods. And we ran into plenty of them as as campers and stuff walking through the woods. But apparently back in the 80s, well, supposedly back in the 80s, there was this guy. He had been in Vietnam and gotten exposed to Agent Orange, and it made him go crazy, like crazy. Anyways, he had a psychotic break one day and took his newborn son and put his head into a bench vise, squishing,
Mm-hmm.
and he left the child out in the woods, left for dead. Well, supposedly, as the story goes, the child lived and ended up growing up in the woods, being taken care of animals and stuff. And his head was just permanently squished, and it kind of resembled a pecan. And it's Pecan Head. But we were always told that if we were up past midnight, that Pecan Head would come and seek you out and drag you away. So never leave the cabin at night. So with that said, we never left at night. But it was weird because I ended up looking up. I took the story literally as a kid, and then once the internet was born, I remembered it and went and started looking up different, looking it up, see if there's any validity to the story. And by God, there was an actual account in that area of someone just flipping their shit. Dude ended up like killing 7 people, and it was like a mass murder site like close by to where the camp was. It was pretty crazy.
Okay, so they calmed it down some instead of him killing everybody. He ended up just as kid on the story.
Yeah, they calmed it down in the story for sure. But they also
that way they could still trick you to get you out to go camping, but
we were in cabins though. But
keep you in your cabins. There was a trick.
What's going on, Zach? You had your hand raised.
Oh, and by the way, guess what, Apex? Remember how Kay said she would be back in a couple minutes on my panel Friday night? She never returned.
Yeah.
Immediately.
What? That's Kay for you. That's Kay for you. I'll have to look up the story again, but there's another one that was just titled Thump Thump Drag. And it had something to do with the equestrian barn at the same camps, at the same CYO camp. Something about how a camper ended up going. How do you go? They ended up getting on one of the horses at night and got hurt or thrown off and hurt somehow, and ended up like dying somewhere in the woods. I don't know. It was weird, but supposedly late at night you could just hear crying, and then a constant thump, thump, drag as they're dragging themselves through the woods. Thump, thump, drag. Damn, that
sounds like a part of the other one, because kids did go out of the cavern of the camps at night. Yeah. So they wanted to scare them, so they had to add to it that once a camper was up here and got
right.
So they had to add that to them. Kind of put your own book together on them stories.
Kind of, yeah. Well, you gotta think. This was a Catholic Christian camp for kids, where honestly, it really was. It was Crystal Lake, is what it was. It was basically Crystal Lake. All of the counselors were doing everyone else, all the other counselors, and the kids were left to their own devices during the day without much supervision. Yeah, I'm not saying it was a bad experience, but I'm going to say I can see how some shit would go down at a camp like that.
Is a little girl who loves yellow, white.
Excuse me?
My stupid phone went off again.
Okay.
It randomly decides to go off.
That's funny. Yeah, no, I distinctly remember, because the last year that you could be there was like 15 or 16 years old. And let me just tell you what, at that age, best believe there's campers sneaking out of the cabins to hang out at the grill cabins at that point in time. This is the 90s we're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. Actually, true story. There was this was after my time of being there. Like after I was too old to go back and stuff.
Yeah.
There was a there was two kids. I say kids. They're probably like 14 or 15. A boy and a girl. They ended up going skinny dipping or something in the lake, and were pulled under by some unknown force. True story. They never could find the bodies. They dredged the lake and everything. So, yeah, that was a thing. Weird shit happens at that camp. It's down in southern Indiana too, and well, let's just say pagan pride is a very real thing down there. So who knows? The world is full of possibilities. The one thing it won't do is refill my glass. I'm gonna have to do that one on my own. I feel like water at this point. Yeah. Can't really think of in the Holy See, maybe washed in. I don't know, man. Have you heard of some of the suburbs in Iowa or Idaho? Apparently, there's one. Is it that? No. No. I know what it was. It was Asheville, North Carolina. Supposedly, that's like a satanic hotspot.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. Supposedly, that's from what I hear. I don't know why exactly, but there's a lot of evil shit that happens over there. And well, you can actually browse the internet and just find story upon story. What is it? There's a castle. Well, a castle in Asheville. There's a couple actually, but one of them is called Seas or Saws, something like that. Castle. I can't remember exactly. But it's actually, let me look that up. That's a real thing.
This is the type of conversation that Ryan would be needed in.
Asheville, North Carolina Castle. There it is. Sealy's Castle. That's what it was. So Sealy's Castle is supposedly the site of a lot of the elite, like abduction, like human sacrifice, satanic shit. Supposedly, there's a lot of stories of abductions, not like UFO abductions, but like actual like satanic cult abductions and stuff in that area. That's the only. Holden said I can't really think of any more place more evil than the Holy See or maybe Washington D.C. Well, Asheville, North Carolina. There's one. Maybe the Vatican. Pretty sure the Vatican. That's another really cool place. Just gonna throw that one out there. My house. There's another. When a glass shower door is exploded out onto you by some negative entity, yeah, there's some bullshit going down. I'm just gonna throw it out there. I'm gonna be honest though. I'm surprised that nothing has happened yet down here in the stream room. Like, I'm surprised nothing's really flown off of the shelf yet, or lights flickering and all that, or. Well, I'm not gonna say everything because shit, I'm gonna manifest that, right? Man.
You got to talk to Sick Pat about that stuff, didn't you?
I did not get that full of a chance to talk to him about the paranormal stuff, no.
I thought you guys talked about it one night.
We may have. I've gotten really high since then. That's what I'm going to blame. Ganja to blame. Actually, hold up. I'm going to take this back a few years with Nancy Grace. Hashtag pot to blame.
Still, I think you two did get to talk about it some.
We may have. We got into a lot of conversations.
I think he kind of talked to you about how to take care of some of that.
Yeah. Oh. Actually, I think you're right, because that was about the.
Yes, because we was having problems here. We was having problems here, and he took care of the ones that was here.
Now, what ended up happening with that? Was that because of like an item brought into the house, or was it just a natural entity that was already there?
They was all kinds of entities here before he ever came here.
Okay.
My oldest sister had this house, and after her son died in a car wreck and stuff, the different stuff started happening with them, and it just kept progressing. I think her son had a lot to do with stuff and keep entity and keep other things out.
Yeah.
And so, but my youngest sister was really bad with things aggravating her and bothering her.
Oh, man.
And it was funny because Pops kept talking about one that was dressed in a black gown but had white in the front of it and everything. What, like a nun type, an old Amish woman.
Really?
And he kept talking about her coming in and standing at his bedroom door and watching him and everything, and he kept telling her, well, come in here and go to bed with me. And we would hear him.
I remember that.
We would hear him talk about it, trying to get the ghost to sleep with him. And a lot of times when Ryan would be on the computer, you would hear noises going on, and he would all of a sudden mute the mic, and Dad would be, Pops would be arguing with the ghost.
That's funny. Kimmy, you know what they say about ghosts, right? Once you go ghost, they're well.
Once you go ghost, you'll never go back.
Well, ghosts are better than most.
Well, I don't know. I
wouldn't know either. I've never had ghost sex before.
I never had the desire to do a ghost, but Pop sure did.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, I've watched a lot of zombie movies in my day, and there've been some hot zombies. Dare I say, talk about the Robert Englund movies, Zombie Strippers.
Well, I think the only ghost I would like to do is my Ryan.
Yeah.
What's that?
What's up, Zach?
Well, hey, family, I'm going to jump down. Thank you for having me on, and I love you all.
Take it easy, Zach. Love you too, brother.
Love you, Zach.
Man. You know what? I don't want to be in the fire. It's too hot here. I'm gonna switch over really quick. It will allow me to? Yes, it will.
You put me in the fire. Hey, you could see the top of the fire on me.
Yeah.
That's okay. I need a little bun warming.
It's not working. That's not right. There we go. Whatever.
Bun warming.
I'm gonna have to figure these out, these layouts.
Well, see, Pat had 3 of them. And I went ahead and I did one of them where it said his name and stuff. I added my name to it. And I was trying to put it up as an avatar. And I can't seem to figure it out. Because especially when you guys go on his channel, I figured if I could jump up and have him and me, both of our names on the skull that he did.
Right.
But I can't figure out how to do that. How to get that one.
Well, I know if you press stop camera, you can have an avatar up there.
Really?
Yeah.
Even though I ain't got a camera?
Yeah, you can at least still have like a picture avatar up there. It doesn't have to say XSplit broadcaster all the time. There you go. You're a big old letter K.
All right.
So now with that, click on the 3 dot, like hover over your name, and then the 3 dots in the upper corner of your screen, your little box there, it'll have like a change avatar or whatever. Yeah. And you can put whatever picture you want in there.
Oh, edit name. Okay.
Yep.
I wonder if Do 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 do.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Camptown races.
Oh, how do I make it go in there?
That's what he said.
Oh, done. No, it's not clicking in there. How do I make it do that? Open.
Yeah. Get that yawn out. There you go.
But it ain't got my name on it. That one is just his.
Yeah.
But on the other one, I had my name it kind of goes in through right in here.
Oh, okay. That's cool though. I like that.
Yeah, he made that one.
Nice.
Let's see if I can find the other ones that he made.
Did y'all get a good picture of the back of my throat with that yawn?
I don't know because when I do this, it goes off. I seen just mine.
Oh.
My picture covered up everything while I was looking.
Well, Kimmy, I think I might go ahead and then for the night. It's about 2:00 in the morning on a Monday morning.
Yeah, it's 1:41.
Yep. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night.
Okay.
One more yawn for the road. Make sure everyone gets the itch to yawn while watching. I hope you all yawned with me. And
Thank you. Now I know how to do that. Work on getting that stupid thing, getting the other one popped up.
Yeah. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And then when you come in, it automatically has your camera turned to on. So just flip your camera off and that'll come up.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Brian, Miss Mario, everyone, yeah, have a good night. And I will talk at y'all tomorrow. Sleep tight, everybody.
Good night, everybody. God bless. Sleep well.
Dreams, everyone.
Oh, God, that was Joey's favorite.
All right.
Halloween.
Ah, man, Halloween's coming, and I can't wait. It's my favorite time of the year. It's the one time I can do cool, scary shit out in the yard to freak people out and not be looked down on.
And not get in trouble for it.
Yeah. I still want to dress up as a clown with one red balloon, just around my small little town. Just for one night out of the entire year. Come on, it'll be fun. Everyone's like, "You're gonna end up getting yourself shot." Nah. I just want to scare people. It's all in good fun.
Yeah.
All right. I'm off.
Okay.
Have a good night, everybody. I will talk to y'all tomorrow.
Yep. Night, night.
Night.